I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm actually struggling a little. I don't think, Triv, that your audio is coming through. Good
Can you hear
evening,
me?
everybody. I'm not sure if Triv's audio is coming through on the live stream here. I can hear myself on the live stream, but I'm not sure if Triv's audio is coming through. If you guys can hear Triv's voice on this stream, please say yes now.
Oh, fuck a duck. What did I screw up this time? Son of a bitch.
Hi, Jen. Hi, Joe. Hi, James. Hi, Chris. Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. Triv's potato broke about 20 minutes before we got started. She's back, but she's given me full control of the microphone. I can say whatever I want.
I don't know why
She
it's
can't.
doing this. Help!
Can't do nothing.
Not at the moment. Is that better?
Okay,
No,
so you're back,
better.
but apparently you've got like this weird overlaid, like looped song. It sounds like you got a massive echo on.
Yeah, I know, and I don't know why. Son of a bitch.
Live, everybody. So happy Halloween! I hope you're all having a great old time while Triv works through the technical issues. I want to ask, how are you guys doing? The world treating you all well?
Is that better?
In the chat. 1 second. Try again.
Is that better? Can folks hear me without the echo? Is that? Oh, good. Okay, good. I have no. I flipped one thing in Discord and it seems like it worked. So is that okay?
Yeah, sounding good to me.
All right, cool. Shit. I'm sorry, folks.
Happy Halloween, guys. We haven't done this in a while.
Fuck
I mean, I haven't done it in a really long time, so Triv has no excuse, really. Triv, how could you?
You were on the same last month as I was, you bastard.
Yeah, but you control the horizontal and the vertical. I just turn up and look pretty.
Well, of course you look pretty. That's why we keep you on. But it's still, I still rely on you for things and shit. Thank God that I'm not actually drunk tonight.
Don't worry, we'll change that.
I mean, I do have a couple of things in front of me. By the way, what are you drinking tonight, Dan?
Tonight I'm having a delicious banana beer. Initially I was going to have an Irish coffee, but before the stream started, me and Triv sat and watched the first ever Doctor Who episode because we were sort of doing some techie stuff. And over the course of the 23 minutes, I drank the entire thing. So I thought, well, I want to have something with me while I'm having fun and frolics tonight. I said frolics. So a delicious banana beer was my weapon of choice for tonight. And as an accompaniment, I have some delicious fizzy gummy cola bottles that taste of cherry and raspberry.
Nice. Very nice. And
how about yourself?
I see here that you're dressed as the greatest Bears coach to ever hit this side of the Milwaukee. I tell you, don't you know?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of the Bears.
Oh yeah, you sounded a little Irish. Clearly you've been having that Irish coffee,
It hits hard. I can't do a Midwest. I'm not an actor. I can do da Bears, and that's pretty good. I can do that, and I've got my little grass skirt on. Below the logo is a grass skirt, so...
Well, Joe does make a good point. Doesn't booze make all of us a little Irish?
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Absolutely.
And James says, yeah, it's a pity the first episode of Doctor Who isn't on iPlayer because the writer's son is a neo-Nazi dickhead. Yes, he is.
That is.
And it's a real shame.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got some interesting points. I'm not going to say it. So, oof. That's a lot of oof right there.
Don't look him up on Twitter or... Don't look him up on Twitter or social media unless you want to be unhappy. That's all I can really say. It's very miserable time-wise, just filled with sadness and aggression.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because the first Doctor Who story is actually quite good. The rest of the episodes afterwards aren't so good, but the first one is really nice.
You could also go over there just laugh maniacally after you've had a couple of drinks, though, too, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
So I'll set Ian Levine on him.
There you go. There you go. Nerd on nerd action.
Jen. Whoa! You'll believe a Doctor Who fan can fly. Jen says some guy I know on Twitter is dressing up as David Pumpkins. That's awesome. I love David Pumpkins. That's one of my favorite SNL sketches. It's that and Gordon Hoover of the Scary Town on is it PBR, Public Broadcast Radio? The sketches they used to do then.
Ah, yeah.
The delicious dish. It's great.
Ooh.
Joe, though I'm a teetotaler, so I'm a disgrace to my shillelagh toting forebears. Hey, man, you know what? I have Irish heritage. My family are from between Cork and Mayo. I recently drastically cut down drinking. I now really only ever drink when we do these kind of streams. And it's more of a social thing, like a beer now and then. So I'm with you on that one, man. I'm with you on that one.
Well, considering how absolutely shit-faced you got during our charity stream, you know, and your wallet getting stuck to things, I can't say I'd blame you at all.
Oh yeah, you know what? My liver's still recovering. My liver still is like, you fucking idiot. What on earth are you playing at? I was like, mate, that's 7 months ago. He was like, shut up. And he starts attacking my pancreas, and I'm like, just leave off. He's having none of it.
Just sits there and kind of kicks at it randomly.
Yeah. It's just like that's it. You've done it now. I'm going to give your kidneys a damn good thrashing. Anyway, so I'm incontinent now. It's a terrible situation, and my desk is still sticky. How am I supposed to live like this?
I don't know. All I can tell you is I haven't touched very many sour things since then myself, so.
That was a fun night. We should do it again sometime.
I think we should. Good times. Good times.
Good times. Hey, we still have a drinking game to Day of the Panther to do at some point.
I know. And we have to do the chill stream too, where we do Ask Me Anything.
Yeah, that one's going to be nice and mellow.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a talk after this. Right, that's it. We're ending the stream now. We're going to go and talk about this and plan something really good. So, bye, guys. No, we're joking. We're joking. We're here for the long run.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are not quitters, as you can tell by the fact
that... Oh, no.
We don't know how to say that.
We are not.
No,
Fred,
Jen,
what are you
we
eating
did
and
not
drinking
say
tonight?
that. We did not say that you're not good enough. We're just saying that. Oh, shut up, both of you. You clearly are. You know, we worship the light that comes out of your arses, honestly. So you know.
Exactly, both the outer rim and the inner dark hole. Anyway, Trev, what are you drinking and eating tonight? I think I killed Trev. Trev?
What?
I think I broke Trev. Guys, Trev's vanished.
Oh fuck! Okay. I am having.
You okay?
I'm good. It just weird shit hits me. Okay, so I'm drinking.
I'm glad
Oh fuck. Okay, so I am drinking a local wine that I got on my birthday, and then I also have a pear cider, which is quite delicious. But that's for later. And I have Jaffa cakes that are of the raspberry persuasion, so pretty excited about that. And I have backup squashies if I run out.
Delightful. Sounds like you're all set up for trick or treaters and spooky streams alike.
Absolutely. I'm one of the grim grinning ghosts, and I'm ready to party. I like to come out and socialize. Ooh.
Fantastic news. Great to hear it. Yeah. Great to hear it.
Well, and I see we've got...
Jen says you're not coming anywhere near my rear.
I don't.
Jen, we're going to kiss your butt and you're going to like it.
Exactly. We will strap you down and kiss your ass. I'm not kissing inward, but I will kiss the outer glute.
You're not going for the caramel center?
No! That's not how I roll, man. You do what you like, though, you know? If you're an ass man through and through, then hey, more power to you.
Well, Joe says I got a bidet, so my anal believers are truly among the blessed. Blessed is Joe's arse, for the bidet is love.
Yes, it is. We love bidets.
The bidet is love is going to be released as a t-shirt on Trev's store, by the way, at the end of the stream, so we'll head over there and...
I think it should be. That would be fantastical. Actually,
Just blows up on Twitter. There's like 400 pictures of people in hoodies that just say the B-Day is love with no context.
Oh, well, who needs context for something like that? It's just straight up truth.
Well, yeah, it is. It is.
Let's see.
Joe also says the best part of being an adult for Halloween is making sure that you only buy candy you like to hand out. So when you end up with a ton left over, it's stuff you want. Agreed. Agreed.
100%.
Where I live at the minute, we don't get a lot of trick-or-treaters, but that just means even more for me, so I'm fine with that.
Well, and you the way you celebrate Halloween is quite, like, you have a very cool kind of tradition, though, too, don't you?
Oh, yeah, so every Halloween I just get together with my partner and a couple of friends, and we basically make this massive, great big buffet, and we just do like a non-stop movie marathon from the second we get up. We start with like gentle films in the morning, so things like Garfield's Halloween Adventure, and It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and Witches' Night Out, and all that kind of stuff. And then as the night goes on, we get sort of heavier and heavier until, we're sort of left. And we have this this centerpiece of the buffet. It's called the Candy Casserole. It's basically a casserole dish, and we layer it with different layers of candy. And we sort of chart how successful the night's been by how low down into the candy we get. So we'll have like maybe a layer of gummy worms, then a layer of like chocolate buttons, and then a layer of like strawberry laces, and then a layer of pixie sticks, then a layer of gumdrops, and we'll just build this like casserole out of sweets.
Oh,
it's delightful.
That sounds delicious. All except for the pixie sticks. Those get a little weird for me, but otherwise, fantastic. Let's see. Looking here. No, go ahead.
Oh no, it's okay. You go ahead.
No,
I've talked too much, Triv. You got to stop me sometimes. I let my mouth run. I get you in trouble. I get me in trouble. I get Joe in trouble, and Joe's nice. I don't want to get him in trouble. You go ahead.
Let's see here. Joe says. Let's see. All joking aside, I'm not a religious man, but by God, if I did worship anything, it'd be his bidet attachment.
You're selling me on the bidet, Joe. I'm not going to lie.
I remember during COVID,
every year it gets harder and harder to get to the back.
Well, I remember during COVID, like when toilet paper was kind of an issue, there were people making their own bidets.
Really?
Yeah, they'd use like a pump thing to kind of just like get like a water frame or water like going so they could spray their asses.
Do you know where my mind went when you said that? My immediate mind, I went, how would they make that work? Would they just get like a 2-liter bottle of water or something and drop a Sterident in there and sort of stand over? Oh, cold but refreshing.
Hogan says that he just brought the garden hose inside. You know what? That's a fantastic idea. Simple, straightforward, to the point.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, it's very good. Let's see. What else? Joe says, thanks for shipping out the mug. I still need to make a freaking commercial thing for that. Appreciate the reminder on that, Joe, and I'm so glad that you liked it. Also, go check out Joe's video because my mug his mug makes an appearance. Not your actual mug because that would be rude, but
Jen says, somebody told me in the UK that Halloween isn't that big. Is that true? It depends where you are in the country. Places like Scotland and Ireland tend to get a little bit more into the swing of things than England. England, it kind of depends on a house-by-house basis. Even then, though, it's nowhere near like US standards. Like, I'm not even joking, you can go out and buy a ton of like Halloween trick-or-treat goodies, fill your front lawn with Halloween stuff. You'll probably get like 3 people knocking on all night, and that's it. Like, when I was growing up, Halloween really wasn't a thing. You'd be lucky to get a repeat of Halloween on like BBC One or BBC Two late at night, and that was about it. Costumes didn't exist really, or if they did, they were very expensive. So like you'd make do with plastic vampire fangs and a bin liner, and that would be your costume basically. It always reminds me of my favorite Halloween story. I remember I went trick-or-treating one year, and we got to this house, and they had not prepared for it because nobody prepared for Halloween when I was a kid because it just wasn't really a thing. So we knocked on and we're like, trick or treat, and they had nothing. So they kind of went into the house, and I shit you not, they came back, they gave everybody 10 pence in 2 pence coins, apart from me, because I had the best costume of the group, apparently. They gave me an entire tin loaf of cake that they just had in the cupboard. And I was like, this is amazing. So my pumpkin bucket's got this big wodge of fruitcake sticking out the side of it. Like, the best part of it was I got it home, I opened it, I started eating it, and then I checked the date for the best before. It was like 15 months out of date.
Oh shit!
And I was like, I'm just sitting there going, Mom, am I gonna die? She was like, no, it hasn't got razor blades in it, but I wouldn't eat any more of it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go lie down now.
Oh, just real quick to a couple of people in chat. Hello Noble, hello Trash Picture Show. Also, Hogan says that using the garden hose as a bidet worked better than putting Mentos in a pop or in a Coke bottle and setting it off.
Right up the ass. Right up there.
Oh my god.
Noble says, I came for the cartoon cleavage, stay for Triv breaking.
I mean, my cleavage is pretty goddamn awesome. Also, Joe says...
Oh, Jane says, yeah, actually...
tremble before the terrible visage of Count Hefty.
I'm not saying that I'm a late night horror host, but if I'm going to be a late night horror host, I'm going to be Count Hefty.
I love it. I love it. Marty says, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say the rotund Romanian who's at war with Albanian. Count Hefty tonight on WNUF 14.
Let's see. Marty says, are any of you guys doing the bin bag job costume for Halloween? I very well might, because I have trivia that night. So, being I'm too cheap to go out and get a costume, I might just do that and a Viking helmet. Why, I don't know.
I may do as well, but that's just to cover the splash zone for, drinks and food consumption. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Just means just tear it off and you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, if you want to get all frisky, you could tear it off then too. So,
Grrr.
Something for your lady to look forward to.
Do you want the bin bag on or off? Too bad. James says, yeah, actually, after it's this kinky fantasy. Bin bag porn, it exists. Does it exist? It exists. It's got to exist. I'm not Googling it. Guys, I'm not Googling it.
You're Googling
I'm gonna Google
it right now, aren't you?
Hang on. Garbage bag porn. Let's have a look here. Does it exist? It exists, but I'm not happy.
Why aren't
I'm
you
not happy?
Why not?
Because I was imagining like the equivalent of the film Trash Humpers. I don't know if you've seen that. It came from the 90s. Right, so back in the 90s there was a big boom in like exploitation.
Everybody, so please be
Hang on, let me just slide my glasses up here while I bust out the random trivia. So in the 90s there was a real boom in like exploitation films again, and you had things like Bum Fights, which was basically where a film director went out and paid homeless people to beat each other up, and the winner would get extra money. And one of the films that came out of that era of filmmaking of just exploitation and obscenity was Trash Humpers, which is where they would pay people to fuck bin bags full of garbage. And that was what I was envisioning. It was all like staged. It was never like real, but that was what I was envisioning if I looked it up online. And it's not. It's just a load of people like jerking it whilst having a plastic bag over their bits. It's very unappealing. I'm gonna be honest with you. No.
For some reason, when you talked about fucking in a bin bag, all I can think is that scene from what was it, Naked Gun, where you get like Leslie Nielsen and Priscilla Presley like going at it with giant condoms.
Yes. Well, that was kind of the vision I was having. I was just having like, somebody climbs into a hefty bag and they just sort of cut a hole in the middle of it or something. But no, it's not like that at all.
Damn. You know what I just realized? So King Kurt is not here tonight. So we have no king and or
Yes.
queen of the stream.
We do not. So, guys, this is your opportunity. This is your moment. If you want to be king or queen of tonight's show, head over to my profile and you will find a post containing a secret word for tonight's show. Copy and paste that into the chat, and you become king or queen of the show, and you can boss us around. You can tell us whatever, and we do it because we are a democracy
Yep.
and a monarchy
Yes.
here.
We are not dictators.
Yes. And we're certainly not trash humpers. Don't go spreading that around. Trev has never had sex with a bin bag.
I would hope not. That would be weird. Also, we've got a few more people jumping in chat here. Hello, John. Hello, DMC Campbell. Hope you guys are good. No, Hogan, the word is not anal raccoon, unfortunately.
If this was Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Oompa Loompas would be guiding you out of the room right now, Chris.
Yes.
I can't believe it.
They would be eating your nuts. Like the nuts in your
Drinking
pocket.
fizzy lifting drink.
Oof.
How dare he?
Oh, I tell you. Let's see here. Joe says regular size condoms
Joe says
already. Go ahead, what?
Oh, I was just going to say, Joe says a bit further up, only 2 memorable childhood costumes for me. My Catholic mother dressed me up as St. Peter with cotton balls glued to my face with Elmer's glue, and the other was Mr. T.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh, you poor man.
Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. Oh.
Oh. That's not good.
No.
I was a skeleton. Right, so all my costumes were basically a black bin liner with either a mask or some face paint, but I went as a skeleton at least twice. I had 2 or 3 where I wore like latex full face masks. I went as the Pope one year. That was good.
Really?
Yeah. I made a little Pope hat and got some nice sort of towels that went on like robes and went wandering around the streets with a mop that I'd kind of fashioned a top onto.
Nice.
All my friends went as zombies, so it was really strange. You just sort of had this horde of zombies and then me glowing like a fucking dove in the middle of them.
Aww. Well, you're
On the plus side, I never got lost.
Well, that's good. Yeah, most of my years I spent as like rock stars, just because I lived in a super small town and my parents wouldn't go any place where we never went any place where there were costumes around the time that there were costumes. So I just was
What kind of rock stars did you go as then?
Just like really generic, like hair metal people. Also, I went as Zorro one year, and I actually got won first prize, even though I don't think anyone knew who Zorro was. But
Not Zorro.
No, never went as Gary Glitter. Although at that age, I did not know who Gary Glitter was.
Did anybody here go as Holly Hobby? I want to know if anybody here went as Holly Hobby. Oh, Brody Baker is in with the secret word of the show. The secret word of tonight's show was Alistair Crowley, the most evil man in Britain. And a name that sounds perfect when you sing it to the tune of Have a Banana. Alistair Crowley. It's fantastic. So, yes, congratulations, Brody. You are the king and queen of the show, and what you say goes.
Yes.
So, let us long live King Queen Brody.
Yep, King Brody. May your reign be as
King Brody.
Be as non-stinky as your socks. And I don't know why I
said that. May your trick-or-treat bowl overflow. May your bidet not feel like a Sterident dropped in water.
Or a Mentos dropped in Coke.
May Triv offer to kiss the caramel center.
No,
long
God,
live
no,
the king.
No. I told you, no. I have limits, damn it.
James says, who's the worst person to dress up for as Halloween, Jimmy Savile or Gary Glitter? And Joe responded, Jimmy Glitter.
Well, that means you can go as Gary Savile then.
Gary Savile. Gary Savile sounds like he's going to sell you a really bad used car.
It absolutely does. No, I promise
Brody says that it's a short reign.
Damn it, man. You're not cutting our game off yet. We haven't even started playing yet. So screw you. Your Majesty.
God save him.
Yeah, exactly. Marty says I tried dressing up as Jack the Ripper for Halloween, but got mistaken for Winston Churchill and nearly got the shit beat out of him by the the county hurling team. Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh, it felt like Boy George at a clan rally. Blimey!
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Jesus. Oh, he also says, wait, Jacob Rees-Mogg is the most evil bastard alive, TYTD. Yes, Alistair Crowley was the most evil man in Britain. He died, and I think it was 1930-something. Jacob Rees-Mogg is definitely the most evil bastard alive today, by the way, so yeah, that's fine.
So avoid the Jacob
Oh, Chris says he sold me a Cadillac Savile.
Oh, man. Joe says, I may be drunk, but in the morning I'll be sober. But you'll still come in fourth in the county hurling tournament.
We may fight them on the beaches. We may fight them on the land. We may fight them in the county hurling tournaments.
So here's the question: was for everybody in chat, was that Winston Churchill or was that Jacob Rees-Mogg? Anyway.
He's like the ghost of a Victorian factory worker came back and got into politics. It's quite depressing, really.
He's worried that someone's going to steal all the lead off of his roof.
Yeah. He needs that lead to power his combustion vehicle. Ever since they took the lead out of his 1910 Ford car, he has the serial number 0002.
He told me the car seeps personality. I'm pretty sure it's just regular oil. Well, maybe that oil is his personality, Hogan.
He has 2 orphans on the back at all times to work the bellows.
Oh man, well, hey, more power to him, I guess. As long as they're not inside a glorified hamster wheel.
Speaking of hamsters, my partner's hamster died yesterday.
R.I.P. hamsters. If you have a beverage, be it alcoholic or not, raise a glass to TYTD's hamsters.
We had 2 originally. They both died in a 6-month window this year, and we gave them strange names. So one of them was called Elkie Flatpack, and the other was called Gloria Fatnack, and they both passed away. We called Gloria Fatnack because when Elkie Flatpack died, Gloria ate Elkie.
Oh, yeah, that's not so good. That's what.
No,
I didn't realize
she was loving life,
but.
They are. They're omnivorous. They'll eat plants or meat or other hamsters, as we found out when we found a half-eaten Elkie Flatpack at the bottom of our hamster cage. Marty says Jacob Rees-Mogg is just mean because he can't feed babies to Thatcher. Marty, if Scotland had enough money, they would have handed a shovel out to every single person. They'd have dug a hole to hand Thatcher over to Satan personally. Chris says that's recycling. Oh god. Everybody get under the table. It started. Go get a laugh quake. It's Bruce B.
Oh god. I'm just looking at Marty's fat neck and fat back that you ran in Valhalla.
I wanted to give them a Viking funeral. They were dwarf hamsters. I was going to put them in a little shoebox and float them off into the sink and set them on fire, but my partner was very against the idea.
I don't see why.
I was going to do some Tibetan throat singing, you know.
So it sounds like you're gargling.
It was going to be very
balls.
moving.
Yeah, it's moving all right.
Gargling balls.
No, it sounds like you're gargling balls. Oh man.
Chris says, don't laugh to death, Triv. If you die, we're obligated to send a giant gerbil to come and recycle you.
You know what? There are much worse things. I have a cat, so my eyeballs and tongue are probably gone anyway.
That's good eyeballs.
Oh man. Oh shit. Jen says it best. At least we'll have material for today's stream. Oh god.
Yes, the show is a fitting tribute to the death of Gloria Fatnack. You know, the question I asked, and my partner was a bit upset, and this was probably bad timing, but the first question that popped to my mind was, if there is an afterlife and Gloria Fatnack went up there, do you reckon her sister was there wondering, a bit pissed off? Like, you know, I wasn't even cold. And she was like, you were so moist and delicious. Or do you think she would have been more forgiving? Kind of like, well, you know what? You were hungry and I am delicious, so I forgive you. Chris says, I have 7 cats and the bastards aren't even waiting till I'm dead. I'm afraid to fall asleep. Licking you is the first step. As soon as they've got a taste for you, that's it. It's game over.
Oh, absolutely. And your cats are freaking adorable, by the way. So, honestly, I wouldn't mind being eaten to death by those guys. That's me. So. Anyway.
Anyway, so Trev, happy Halloween.
Happy day before the day before the day before the day before Halloween, I think.
Happy Halloween's Eve.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see,
or as I'm going to call it, Halloweeny.
Oh God, no, Jen, no. Oh, never mind. It's not even worth trying.
You hear that, guys? She doesn't mind to be eaten by. Well, dears, it's not my place to say.
Oh,
it's not my place to say, dears. I'm just saying I speak to Triv fairly regularly and you learn things.
Oh, sure. Absolutely, yeah.
This banana bread beer is tasting sweeter.
Well, that's I was going to say something stupid about I don't mind airing out my cleavage, as you can see in this photo, but clearly that's not the point. Oh, man. Why can't witches have babies? Their husbands have hollow weenies. Joe, that's... Excuse me.
And the beer lost its sweetness.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Long beer. Pour one out for Dan's beer.
Pour a beer out for my beer.
Exactly. Oh, man. Okay. So, now that we've been talking all kinds of crazy shit for the past 35 minutes, you guys ready to get into a game of Rifftrax? Let's see. Back in the day, Mikey, a friend of mine, had an accident with a nail gun, and the lads tried convincing him to do the and dress as Jesus for Halloween.
Stigmatata from Lake Titicaca.
Oh my God. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, Marty. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay.
That's wonderful. Let me lick it. I want to see if it's raspberry flavored.
No, it's cherry flavored. Don't you know that? Humans are cherry flavored.
Sacrilicious.
Oh my God. Anyway, okay. Shall we get into a game, ladies and gents? And ghouls of all ages.
No. We've only got 3 nails, so you'll have to put your feet together.
Oh, shit.
I'm liking the cut of the jib of tonight's stream.
Oh, man, it's hilarious. The energy in here is fantastic. Oh, God. Okay.
This is a neurodivergent crowd, and I am here for that.
Alrighty. Excuse me. We're ready to play. Head on over to rifftrax.games, and we'll do the thing in the place with the other thing. That's not right.
All right, gather your friends.
All right,
head to rifftrax.games and enter
RTBL
your room code.
Is your room code to look for. Dan, if you want to hop on this one, I will hop on the next.
You got it.
And I'm expecting some really good Halloween names in here.
Wow, you disappointed us. Apart from 3 nails and porta pot. Oh, wheat straw. Wheat straw's good. I get wheat straw.
Oh yeah. Well, it
Hello,
depends on who
aspiring
Jen
riffers.
and
In
James
each round
are.
of Writer
If
Riff
it's actually
mode, a
not
movie
Jen and
clip will
James,
play.
then we're good.
Every clip has a spot to write your own joke
Hey,
or
Kurt,
riff,
how are
as
ya?
we call it. If you're stuck, you can choose a randomly assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals at a slight point deduction.
Oh, you bastard.
Everyone's riffs are played back, and you vote for your favorite. At the end of all the rounds,
Oh,
the
hey,
player
Seth,
with the
how
most
are ya?
points
Welcome.
wins.
Good evening, good evening.
Round
Kurt, you've been
one.
dethroned.
Yep.
You can use round molds to make many different things.
Oh shit.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
And if you are in the chat and you want to do audience participation, please feel free. It allows you to vote for one person and take part in the game. So definitely check out the room code, and you can still take part as an audience member until next round. So. And Dan, I will be back in 2 seconds.
Don't leave me alone with them. They'll tear me apart.
Well, it's Halloween. What else would I expect them to do, you know?
Well, that's true. Okay, fine. Have fun. Yeah, Kurt, you were a little bit slow on the draw tonight. King of the show has gone to Brody. Tonight's special word was Alistair Crowley, the most evil man in Britain.
That is absolutely.
You will probably get it back. Also, I want to say hi to John and Seth. Hope you guys are keeping well.
You can use round molds to make many different things.
Here we see the kids making white phosphorus. Can you say war crimes?
War crimes!
You can use round molds to make many different things.
You can also make molds to cup your own Gentiles.
You can use round molds to make many different things.
Just mix cocaine and anal raccoons together to get the perfect sticky texture.
Oh, that's fantastic.
You can use round molds to make many different things.
Time to give Sparkles his balls back.
You can use round molds to make many different things.
You can make your own demon core, for example.
Oh, nice.
Yay!
You can use round molds to make many different things.
For instance, cocaine balls. Great fun for all the family.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Chris says, Dan, stop moving for more than 15 seconds. I vote we eat him. Don't eat me. I'm fatty and chewy.
Kurt, doing pretty well. Glad it's Friday night, and thank God for an awesome stream with some amazing folks. And of course, you know.
Absolutely. Well, no, I'd go with that. Yeah, no, I am a bastard. I'm doing all right, man. Thank you very much.
Champion riffer in the making.
And back up above to Seth. Yeah, we're doing okay. I hope you're doing well too. Fantastic content you got coming out.
Round 2.
Oh, hang on 1 second.
Oh wow, is that a bear print? Nah, it's way too big. It almost looks like Bigfoot.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
So as well as that, just a quick heads up to you wonderful guys and gals in the chat. We have John in the chat at the minute. He is currently running a 48-hour horror movie marathon stream on Discord. Some really hardcore titles on there for the spooky season. So after this stream, if you want to head over to our Discord, the TYTD Reviews Discord, he can hit you up with a link and you can join in the carnage. It's running all through this weekend, and there's plenty of really good films on there to check out. Highly recommended if you get a minute.
Oh yeah, and it's new and old content as well, so you're getting quite a variety And John is just a fantastic person to enjoy and riff with, so.
Oh, yes.
Oh wow, is that a bear print? Nah, it's way too big. It almost looks like Bigfoot.
Bigfoot if his balls dropped hard.
Oh wow, is that a bear print? Nah, it's way too big. It almost looks like Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's not fucking real, you muppet. It clearly belongs to Gary Savile. Run.
Oh wow, is that a bear
Not
print?
Gary Savile.
Nah, it's way too big. It almost looks like Bigfoot.
It's still too big. It could be a giant hamster that comes to eat
Oh
Trev.
no!
Oh wow, is that a bear print?
Yeah, go eat Triv.
Nah,
Good thing my door
She's
is
strawberry
closed.
flavoured.
it almost looks like
How did you
Bigfoot.
know?
Apparently.
Why do I even hang out with you? Now let's get to our Mensa meeting.
Oh wow, is that a bear print? Nah, it's way too big. It almost
what she
looks
said.
like Bigfoot.
It's definitely
Fwa.
big, but I don't think that's his foot.
Oh
Womp
wow, is that a
womp.
bear print? Nah, it's way too big. It almost looks like Bigfoot.
No, I was going to say Triv's boob print.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Also in chat, John says send him a message and they can get you an invite to the Discord server. So, and John, where's the best place to find you? Is it Twitter or can people go to your Discord and kind of message you there? Oh, Facebook page. Okay. What's your Facebook page called?
You can drop a link in the chat if you like.
The
Yeah, go
round
ahead.
is yours.
Well, he should be able to, I think.
Yeah.
Man, it's a pretty close game thus far.
Got a lot of good answers tonight.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so it's the Popcorn and Pain,
Round
sorry, this
three.
thing is covering up bits.
What is nothing anyway?
Oh, it's the Popcorn and Pain Buffalo Bad Movies group.
Yep. So head on over there on Facebook and you get
It's
a link
that time again.
accordingly.
Enter your riff now.
I will say, of the Rifftrax stuff, like the shorts, the movies are great, but I think the shorts are something so unique. They, like the ones they're showing in this round, they're just some of the best.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So what is your, this both to you, Dan, into the chat, what is your favorite and least favorite Halloween, like, confection?
Over here we have something called foam bananas. They're pretty bad.
Foam bananas?
They're like almost like freeze. Yeah, they're almost like a midway point between a marshmallow and a freeze-dried sweet. And they taste really strongly of artificial bananas
Ah.
flavoring.
Yeah. That's like the worst flavor.
Yeah. I think I mean, I haven't tried circus peanuts, but I've been told they're kind of similar to circus peanuts.
If I can find some that's not in a massive bag, I'll send them your way.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I enjoy experiencing the pain. We still need to figure out how to bootleg Malort out of the country.
Oh, I know. Part of me thinks if you just wrap it enough
move,
and like
move,
put it
move.
in, you're good. Oh god, and I'm totally stopping you from putting in a riff. I'm sorry.
It's alright, I wrote
What
stuff.
is nothing anyway? Well,
A good Chris Nolan film.
Oh my god.
what is nothing anyway? Well,
It's how much your parents love you, you fucking loser. You're lucky your parents aren't gerbils or you would have been killed and eaten at birth.
what is nothing anyway?
Yeah.
Well,
Nothing is the hamster named Alistair Crowley.
what is nothing anyway? Well,
Pain is existence. I'm Jean-Paul Sartre and I'm depressed.
I feel your pain, man.
what is nothing anyway? Well,
Nothing means it's nothing, but I guess if it's something it would be nothing. But monster balls.
Ah, okay.
what is nothing
Philosophical.
anyway?
Eh, makes sense.
Well,
It's .air, stuff and stuff.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Let's see. Kurt doesn't like candy corn. Joe loves Three Musketeers, Milky Ways, and regular chocolate, but doesn't like whatever that peanut butter crap in the black and orange wrapper is. Yeah, I would agree with that.
See, I like candy corn in very small amounts, like 2, maybe 3 at a time, and then I find they're very sickly after that, but like just the first couple are always very delightful.
Yeah, they have like apple, like caramel apple candy corn. I've not had it, but it looks interesting.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me.
Stunning work.
I also quite like, and they have it around this time of year, but it's really more of a Christmas thing, Terry's Chocolate Orange.
Ooh, always a
Round
thing.
4.
Things have been cool for a long time.
Ooh. I haven't seen that one.
Take a deep breath.
And John is a big
enter
fan
your
of
riff.
Paydays. Honestly, I like most of it, but you get into some of the, like the off-brand stuff, it gets a little funky, like, oh, there's those little, and they're not specifically Halloween, but like those little, like, strawberry, like they look like strawberries, and they're kind of a hard candy. For some reason, those never sat well with me. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's weird. They're like, at least over here, Halloween sweets kind of fall into 2 categories, and that's the branded and the unbranded, and the drop-off between branded and unbranded is like a fucking cliff.
It can be,
It's
yeah.
like, it's like basically you go, it's like you go from like some really decent like Cadbury, Nestle, that kind of quality stuff, and then it just drops immediately to like candle wax and sadness.
No, I would agree.
There's just there's no middle ground. We need more sort of central sweets, stuff where you eat it and go, rather than
Hey Paradox, welcome. Let's see. Joe says, "Here's part of my Midwest, or here's here in my part of the Midwest. Chocolate orange was really popular flavor back in the late '80s. For me, a few months.
Things have been cool for a long time.
Now feed some demon core rice balls to your anal raccoons so they don't eat the gerbils in your ass.
Things have been cool for a long time.
So what is this jive-ass climate change thing anyway?
Things have been cool for a long time.
If it's cool, then why are we all sitting around here for? Well, there are cats out there eating people. They already started with Triv.
I mean, they're really just
Things have been
nibbling.
cool for a long time.
Until Gary Saville sold me that car with a kidnapped child in it.
Things have been cool for a long time.
How long until this office supply store kicks us out for not using a permit to film?
Things have been cool for a long time.
We got gerbils named after celebrities. We got a Kim Kardashian one coming soon. Wait till you see the silicone tits on that one.
I mean,
Here we go again. Time to vote.
gerbil tits coming soon to MTV.
Hogan says, "I feel the cats have started with me. I'm missing 3 fingers now." Oh man. Do you have any extra fingers that you can put on in place of those? That way the cats don't eat anymore? Or maybe stop dipping them in
John
gravy
says-
before you go to bed?
John says Cadbury caramel eggs are fantastic. They're fantastic, but in the UK there was an infamous newspaper article that ran, I think it was a couple of years ago now, about a man who tried to break the world. I'm not making this up, you can Google it, it's there. There was a world record attempt to break the world record for the most Cadbury caramel and cream eggs inserted up the bum bum.
Oh Jesus.
And he broke it.
So
He broke it good.
He also broke his
on
ass.
this one, people.
Google it. Google caramel eggs up the bum bum. You'll see it. It'll be there.
R.I.P. all those delicious eggs.
I imagine they were worse coming out than going in. Palm oil is not the friend of the anus, let me tell you now.
No. Well, the big question is, were they or weren't they wrapped?
Okay, riffers. It's the final round.
Oh, Paradox has jumped in.
Calendar can also remind
How's it
you
going?
of-
I don't want that in my search history.
You've seen the clip. Now enter your riff.
Oh, Chris, you got booted? Shit, I'm sorry. You should be able to jump back in, I think. Maybe? I'd rather have anal Cadbury eggs than carob. Yeah, carob is a weird substance. Like, I don't know. I've had it and it's not like the worst, but it's certainly not something you want often.
No. John says, always strive to be the best in whatever you do.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Hogan. I guess try to jump back in for the next game? Or like jump out entirely and then, or close your browsing window and then pop back in that way, see if it'll let you back in? Oh, are you Portapod or Three Nails? Which one are you? I might kick you from the game just so you're not... Well, try... It's not letting you back in. Let's see. I'm sorry, man. We'll get you back in the next round for sure, and hopefully it won't be an asshole.
Yes.
That's not
It's
not a Halloween trick that you want.
No. Halloween is a time for tricks, not
Can
japes.
also remind you of...
That Go Doffel Neil Sedaka song. God, I fucking loathe that song.
Hey, I will not have any Neil Sedaka bashing in this stream. The man
The
wrote
days the
Cardboard
cats came and
California.
took over. There was 7 of them, but we will fight again.
The calendar can also remind you of...
The day the gerbils come, they went after Triv last week.
I'm still missing toes.
The calendar can also remind you of...
When I will break the caramel egg up the ass challenge.
The calendar can also
Is
remind
that like a Guinness
you
World Record type
of...
thing?
The Tuskegee
I'm
experiment.
gonna have to look it up.
The calendar can also remind you of...
Naked ladies is it naked ladies?
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Okay.
Let's see. Joe says the only thing I've had worse than carob was when my grandmother ran a catering service and she used generic melting chocolate to make confections. Flavor wasn't as important as it looks sadly. Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, I've got the news article. Oh, you want to do that one,
Would
Triv,
you
and then...
check out
Oh,
the
no, go
riffing
ahead.
skills on this guy?
Okay, so the title of the newspaper headline, That's No Yolk, record smashed with 9 cream eggs up the bum. A 34-year-old gent from Lancashire in the UK has achieved a pretty serious goal. He's jammed 9 Cadbury's cream eggs up his butthole. Bruce Patterson is the talented gent. In 2010, he jammed 6 cream eggs into his anus, and in 2015, he smashed his own record by putting 9 up his bum. Bruce was awarded the prestigious Art Award for the Turner Prize. Oh, I won! Yay!
Congratulations. Oh my god, you smashed it. Like a Cadbury cream egg up your ass. Wow.
You guys, thank you so much.
Wow, that's impressive.
For that, Triv's going to try and beat the world record. 10 cream eggs up the bum, right here, right now. Thank you, guys. Triv, take it away.
I don't have any Cadbury cream eggs here.
Right.
See, everybody is saying that it's rigged. How rude is that? Let's see, we got
I know,
James
it's
is
terrible.
Blast Hard Cheese. Dancer Unaccredited is Portapot. Buffalo Rider is Wheat Straw Girl. At Airport is Three Nails. Brooklyn Emperor of Space is Jen. Congratulations, Jen, on your... I don't know if that's an upgrade or a downgrade for you, but either way, congratulations. Alright, we're going back for the next
good game.
If you're just arriving with us, it's rifftrax.games, and that's plural. We'll get a thing going here so you can join the game.
What's better than riffing? More
We got
riffing.
SC and Q.
I'll let
Shit,
you
I
jump in
can't
on this
type.
one, Triv, because I did the last one.
Well, we don't want you winning another game, so...
Yeah.
Let's see. Since I lost my crown, I'm calling it rigged, and we'll have my loyal minions try and storm the castle. Oh shit! What happened?
Hello, aspiring riffers.
Ah, damn it! No.
Nah.
Sorry about that, folks.
Nah.
Let's try that again. I have no idea what the hell happened there. So, we need to get a whole bunch of people.
The cream egg story just reminded me of another butt-related incident that used to do the rounds on the internet in the late 2010s. This guy stuck an entire stick of salted butter up his backside and waited until it melted inside him because he wanted to see what would happen. the salted one was important. Basically, don't ask me what went through this man's mind. Logically, he did it and then went to bed.
In each round of writer riff mode, a movie clip will play.
I don't know.
Every clip has a spot
I mean,
to
what
write
else do you
some
do when
joke
you've
or
been
riff,
in
as
the
we call
bathroom
it.
sticking a
If you're
full
stuck,
stick
you
of
can
salted
choose
butter
a
up your
randomly
bum?
assigned riff from one of our own professional comedy professionals at a slight point deduction.
He woke up
Everyone's riffs are
after a
played back
couple of
and you vote for
hours,
your favorite.
and his mattress was
Round
soaked
one.
through with butter.
And here we are. Is this?
It's go time, Mama Jama.
Oh, Nesta, no, this conversation isn't for you. He said apparently as soon as he sat up, it just immediately started pouring out of him. And we got to the toilet and he just basically lived on there for the rest of the night, having violent stomach cramps. And the problem was he couldn't wipe it clean.
Oh god.
It just kept coming.
Right.
Yeah, it just kept going and going.
Oh, dude.
It's because the butter. This is a direct quote from him for the newspaper article it turned up in. He said, "I think the butter, in its melted state, tricks your body into thinking you're having diarrhea because it sent me into horrible contractions, and now I cannot stop."
You know what?
Happy Halloween, guys.
I think Hogan says it right. We don't know what was going through his mind, but we know what was coming out the other end.
Here we are. Is this?
The House of Ass Butter?
And here we are. Is this?
Jimmy Savile's Circus for All Children.
Oh god.
And here we are. Is this?
Tromaville?
Oh god.
And here we are. Is this?
The tent where they found her body.
And here we are. Is this?
The home of the melted butter messiah.
And here we are. Is this?
The place where we do the donkey show.
Got a favorite riff? Vote
I mean, I imagine the raccoons were loving life. You know, they got to chow down on some lovely salty butter, but everybody else was very distressed. Joe says that's the opposite of an immaculate poo, which a term his friend coined. It's when you poo and the toilet paper is completely clean when you wipe. The thing is, he could butter toast with a fart, and I am here for that. You just hold the bread
Do it
near,
right there. Don't get
as if
cocky.
by magic.
Joe asks.
Got the
you're
corners as well.
Are you the Ken Burns of anal history?
Ready to out riff your friends?
Oh, you
Here
have
we go.
Marmite
The internet
then.
is a very yeah.
The Eagles killed Becky.
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
Okay, so question for the chat. If we're getting scatological, let's just get to the brunt of it. What is the closest you've ever come to pooing yourself in public? Don't have to be graphic, don't have to share too many details, but what's the closest you've ever come? Let's open this floodgate. We're here now.
Well, I can tell you when I was a little kid, my family didn't do camping or anything like that. I went to Girl Scout camp for the first time, and I had never encountered, like, outhouses before, or at least in that way where it was the only option. I tried to hold it, everything, for like 3 days.
Oh, blimey.
That didn't work very
Jeez.
well. Yeah.
No, I can imagine. The closest I ever came was nearby where I live is... Oh, hang on, I'll tell you in a moment.
The Eagles killed Becky.
All she wanted to do was take a shit after she decided to stick some butter up her butthole.
Baba Booey.
The Eagles killed Becky.
So why are you taking it out on my car, you dick?
The Eagles killed Becky.
As her dead body relaxed, she did an immaculate poo.
She was actually shitting when the eagle came in and killed her, too.
The Eagles killed Becky.
How am I going to take revenge on a whole football team?
I need a whole lot of butter.
The Eagles killed Becky.
There was no butter on my sheets when I shoved the butter up my ass. An immaculate butter poo indeed.
The Eagles killed Becky!
But the anal raccoons didn't get her.
Thank God.
Time to pick the funniest riff.
I think that's going to have to become a saying. There's no butter on my arse. just sounds, So my closest time was nearby where I live. There's a cemetery, and I was driving home from work one night, and it suddenly just hit. And you know when you get that, oh shit, I've got to go to the bathroom now. Immediately got caught behind a funeral procession.
Oh no.
Immediately. And it's a mile-long straight road. You can't overtake them. I don't know how I made it. I made it. Didn't happen to me. But, like, it was like speed for a few seconds there. It was terrifying. Paradox says there was this one time in band camp. Chris has unfortunately, in the UK we call it sharting. I don't know if it's a thing over there. Chris has unfortunately sharted. That's a shame. Kurt says when he was coming back from Oklahoma in 2016, it was about, oh man, there's nothing worse. When it hits, and you got to go. It just, it's not good. It is not good.
Round
Is it wrong to
three.
say I don't
Oh,
get
James.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
Okay. Take a deep breath. And
So James says, is it wrong to say I don't get the anal raccoon jokes? No, James, it's perfectly understandable. It's because the first time we ever did this, ever, many, many moons ago, one of the sideways conversations we wound up in was a piece of trivia that I found out a while ago, which is that the human anus is able to stretch to the exact measurements of a raccoon. So theoretically, you could shove an entire raccoon up your backside and it would be fine. And people thought that was strange. I don't know why. And that's what started, first of all, butthole raccoons, which then moved on to anal raccoons. Because we then came up with the idea that everyone has a tiny raccoon up their backside,
Yes.
just controlling what they do on a daily basis.
In addition,
Joe says after he...
Oh, good, yeah. Good.
I was going to say, Joe said after he had his gallbladder out for over a decade, he would have to shit violently within half an hour of eating. I would avoid eating in public, but made the mistake of eating at a wedding rehearsal.
No.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, man. That's not good. That's not gonna be good.
You know, the real hero... Oh, never mind.
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
The heck are you even talking about? Geez, no wonder they don't let me visit you anymore, Pennywise.
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
The sewer clown gives me all the balloons I want. The adults tell me he's just a homeless person. Then where does he get all this salted butter?
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
Don't drop the butter when my balloon pops.
Oof.
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
Except the souls of all the gerbils I've shoved up my ass.
Oh, no. Not Lemmy Winks.
Yes.
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
Bobby's mother hates him so much that she forces her child to have a haircut that makes him look like a literal dickhead.
Nothing's what's left when a balloon pops.
And soon you will be nothing if you don't shut the fuck up.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
So Chris says the real hero of this conversation is the marathon runner guy that got the runs and still finished his run.
Oh, no doubt.
I can't remember a second name. There was a famous runner in the UK called Paula something, and she did that on live television.
Oh, poor thing.
And it was, she had the nickname Pooey Paula for a while. Was it Paula? I think her name was Paula Ratcliffe. She's like a famous runner over here, but yeah. John says, sounds like a party.
Absolutely.
Well, to some people, yeah.
Round 4.
Oh no, it's
go
Mr.
time,
Plinkett.
Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
Joe says more evidence of England and their weird pre-metric measuring system. Luke, measuring things in lumps, pounds, and groats worked for us for 500 years. Don't come over here with your modern, fancy, precision measurements. Joe says we use raccoons as an anal measurement because King Entwistle the Bald had a royal physician who believed woodland animals could heal dropsy. So they grabbed a raccoon and ... You'd say, give us 4 raccoons to the pound back in the day. Feral little blighters, but you know what? Hearts of gold.
Hey, you know what? If they can make buco bucks by picking up coffee beans that have gone through the systems of various animals in South America and make tons of money, I think we can use raccoons as a form of measurement.
Yeah.
Hopefully these birds don't giz on me.
Good luck with that.
Johnny made the mistake of falling asleep and automatically got attacked by pigeons.
Goddamn birds. You gone done and killed Harry S. Plinkett. You fucking goddamn fuckers. One of the feckin' birds shit in my eye. Fucker.
Man, that bird's got a great aim.
Let's get under here. Those birds won't get us under this table. It's their weakness. Warning. Aggressive seagulls. You must protect your own food. There will be no refunds for seagull-related food loss.
I guarantee you
Got a
that's a
favorite
real sign
riff?
someplace.
Vote now.
Oh, yes. John says raccoons are human-like biomex. Yeah, basically. Inside everyone is a tiny raccoon that's also being piloted by a tiny mouse.
And if you're lucky, that tiny mouse doesn't have tiny fleas. You have no idea how confused as shit I was with the child reading an owl and a pussycat and wondering why the hell a heavy piece of paper was so important.
I'm just so proud of you.
Aw, John, have yourself a great night. Thank you so much for coming by. Definitely go.
Absolutely.
Everybody in chat, make sure to definitely pop over on the Discord or check them out on Facebook to be able to get a link to the Discord because it is a fantastic.
Okay, riffers, it's the
Absolutely,
final round.
and I'll probably be dropping in myself tomorrow when I get a minute. So you take care, John. Have a good one.
Oh my God.
Time to bring the funny.
Jesus Christ.
Enter your riff now.
Oh, James, yes, Pigeons and Flight, a classic John Shuttleworth song. John Shuttleworth's great. If you've never heard him, he's basically a singer-songwriter sensation from South Yorkshire. He writes some of the most abysmal pieces of music that are just wonderful. My favourite one is a song he wrote called Midweek, which is just him celebrating how weekends are rubbish and that he loves Tuesday to Thursday. He thinks they're the underrepresented days of the week.
I can't imagine some of the ones that are going to come from this.
There's Midweek. One of his famous songs is "One cup of tea is never enough, but 2 is one too many."
Alex, Nancy, help me get out of here! Cowboy, attack when I get out of here!
Don't yell at us. We didn't put you down here. Why don't you try walking out the exit that is marked exit?
Alex, Nancy, help me get out of here! Cowboy, attack when I get out of here!
There's no escape here, Jimmy. You're stuck in balloon land forever.
Oh, no.
Alex, Nancy, help me get out of here! Cowboy, attack when I get out of here!
Welcome to the sewer Pennywise lives in.
Man.
Alex, Nancy, help me get out of here! Cowboy,
He lives on the cheap,
attack
doesn't
when I
he?
get out of here!
You big
Oh, yeah.
inflatable pricks. Give me some of that good gerbil threesome action.
Alex, Nancy, help me get out of here! Cowboy, attack when I get out of here!
I am so stoned. What is this little gerbil saying?
Alex, Nancy, help me get out of here! Cowboy,
This is the devastating effect of holding in a shit. Use butter and avoid this fate.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
You know, the restraint that this chat has for not doing a put the cowboy kid up the inflatable cowboy's butt. Just remarkable. Remarkable. I could hear the creaking of the restraint happening then. James recommends Mingling with Mourners. That's a great one. That's an upbeat song about attending funerals and how it's actually not all that bad.
Nice.
There's two margarines on the go, which is a nightmare scenario. It's a song about when you accidentally open 2 packs of butter and you're like, great, I've got to work with both of these now.
Well, look at this hot shot.
What else is there? There's he did an entire album that's just based on songs around motorways and dual carriageways and highways. So he had one called "I'm Having Fun on the A1111." 3 nails, congratulations!
Congratulations,
Now,
that's
please
awesome.
join us
Oh,
for
Bastard
Bars
Game
and
Ball of
Punch in
Truth.
the Fellowship Hall.
Indeed. It's not been seen very often, but we brought it back tonight for a Halloween special. The TYTD sanctioned Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth returns once again. I don't know who 3 Nails was, but if they want to ask a question to the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth, any yes or no question, the ball is always accurate.
Exactly.
It's never been wrong yet.
Absolutely. And Dan is all about shaking his balls.
Oh, I love shaking my balls for my adoring public. Just don't ask me to put butter up my backside. I'm not doing that again.
The front side, don't you?
Yeah, right down the pee-pee.
Well, I've told you the really creepy ass penis story, didn't I? About the drill
I don't think
bit
you did.
and the
Oh, yes, you did.
Yes. I won't share it again.
Oh, it hurts my soul. Some people have too much time on their hands.
More riffing.
Paradox, we do not have an obsession with assholes. It just come up a lot in conversation.
It's just come up a lot tonight. I don't know what it is about Halloween and buttholes. It just always seems to go hand in hand.
Absolutely. Okay, for folks that want to join the next game, RWTA or RWDA, definitely jump on in. Oh, we got Butter Poo in chat.
Yeah,
Gerbling
butter
and
poo's in town.
Hogan says if you're gerbling and one gerbil dies, does the still living gerbil request a stick of salted butter so it can eat the dead gerbil? It's a good question. It's a very good question.
Yes, it does.
We also have anal butter.
That is a mental image and a half.
Oh my god.
Okay, how did we get right? When the stream started, we were talking about nice things like episodes of Doctor Who and what sweets we were eating this Halloween. For some reason, we've now deviated into the mental image of a living gerbil holding a... Now, is the butter to scale or is it a full-size stick of butter? Because that's going to cause problems. Let's say, for the sake of argument, it's to scale. Is holding a to scale stick of salted butter and is inserting that salted stick of butter into the anal cavity of its dead sibling. In order to eat it? In order to eat it. In order to eat it? Eat it, but not the butter. Or maybe the butter as well, but... You okay, Trev?
Yeah, okay.
You're right.
shit.
You good?
Yeah.
You good? I think it's even funnier if it's an actual
love
full-size
aspiring
stick.
Oh god.
In each
Hogan
round
says
of writing
putting the
riff
butt
mode,
in
a
butter.
movie clip will play. Every clip has a spot to write your own joke or riff, as
you
we
can
call
you
it.
can get drunk
If you're
shoving
stuck,
booze
you-
up your ass, so
the
why
riffs
not
just
butter?
keep on coming. Time for the next round.
Also, Kurt says we had a civil stream until he showed up.
What is it?
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Is a 6 teaspoon size butter average? Well, that is a personal question, Brody. I'm not sure I feel okay answering that.
Is a 6 tablespoon size butter average? Look, to be honest, if you're putting any butter up there, I'm not gonna be picky. So,
I mean, it kind of depends on
like,
the
if you get
size
3
of the-
tablespoons, you get 3 tablespoons deep, I'm still gonna be like, wow, what a guy.
Your anal butter delivery device has arrived, baby.
You'll never look at buttered popcorn the same way again.
What is it?
It's Jeffrey Jones in a shitty robot costume.
Betty, that's not Santa's house. What is it?
It's a man in a poor costume.
Where?
Betty, that's not Santa's house. What is it?
The anal raccoon's house. You can see him enjoying butter a little too much.
Yeah, he's got really baloney. He's got perky baloney
That's
nipples.
not Santa's house.
And we're back to the baloney nipples.
It's the device my dad uses to insert the anal butter into dead gerbils.
Oh my god.
Betty, that's not Santa's house.
We're taking this stream to strange places.
What
Isn't
is
that every
it?
stream?
It's the Bud Bond 9000 hide your salty butter sticks, boys.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Joe says dibs on not eating the fresh dog shit. Okay, Divine, settle down.
Well, look at you. I bet you had a good breakfast.
Thank you, guys. That's literally all I really took away from Pink Flamingos.
Yep, that's not the worst.
Yeah, this is Suite 304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
Oh god.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
See, the thing I love about Pink Flamingos, and Pink Flamingos was the film that I introduced my darling lady wife to some nearly 12 and a half years ago now, guys. That was our first date movie. I was an idiot. It worked fantastically. I was an idiot. Is that it's such a quotable movie. Like, who doesn't want to sit down next to the person you love and say, the couch, it rejected you, or someone has sent me a bowel movement, or a turd, Ma, a real turd, or
Eggs!
or oh, Eggman. Oh, Eggman. Yes, Miss Edie, I got all the eggs you need. Boiled, scrambled, fried. Oh, Eggman.
Yeah, this is Suite
Right.
304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
And bring a stick of butter too.
Yeah, we'll have,
Salted. No, not melted, you idiot. That's my job. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, this is Suite 304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
And make sure there's plenty of
yeah,
ketchup
we'll
on
have,
it. Yeah, charge OT to Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, this is Suite 304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
Shoved up our asses.
yeah,
Yes,
we'll have,
with salted butter. Yes, we'll need the waterproof mattress pads.
Yeah, this is Suite 304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
Yes, I want the Donald Trump special. And I want all the ketchup.
Yeah, this is Suite 304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
Well, we have some salted butter and a dead gerbil, so make what you will.
I mean, that does make a perfect
Yeah,
size.
this is Suite 304. We'd like to have 2 New York strip steaks. Well done.
Extra butter. Can you send a maid up for the extra butter? I'm about to have a deep tissue massage.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Guy from Harlem is such a weird movie. Oh my god. Joe says.
Joe says, hypothetically, if you had to...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, hypothetically, if you had to eat human flesh or shit or anything you don't usually want to eat, would it be better or worse with, like, butter, salt, or other flavourings? 90% of what you eat is significantly improved if it's cooked in butter. Butter and salt change everything, surprisingly. So if I had to eat something I didn't want to eat, having it sautéed in butter and preferably a little bit of garlic, just because that's how I roll. Yeah, that would probably make it better.
Round 3.
Hey, what's happening?
Oh, God.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
Guys, be careful.
Why can't I type?
Sorry, Kurt. Hopefully we'll be able to get you back in. If you go back to the Rifftrax thing and type in your name exactly as it appears on the screen, it should let you back in. So I was going to ask you guys, after all the butthole talk, with Halloween coming up in a couple of days' time, and who are we to judge all the butthole talk? Let me tell you now.
Absolutely.
What are we, the popes? Get out of here.
Well, you were the
what
Pope at one
if you could? I was the Halloween Pope. Yes, that was a long time ago. I was back in college. It was quite wild. But
Hey, what's happening?
Just melting some salted butter. Pull up an incontinence pad and have a seat.
Hey, what's happening?
Just use the last of the salted butter. Who doesn't
God.
like a golden shower?
Hey, what's happening?
This backlogged on my afro definitely means I'm single and ready to mingle. Pull out the butter and get ready for 3 times the fun.
Hey, what's happening?
The butter thing. I don't even have to say more than that. Then later the cream egg thing. He's going for the record.
Hey, what's happening?
We've just been having a butter party. Wanna join?
I mean, her shirt's the right color.
Time to place your vote.
I'm a very
fellow
buttery
riffers.
stream.
You know, it is weird. Of all the things that we talked about, I thought it would go for like the Count Hefty thing.
Yeah, surprisingly, but here we are. What was I going to say? There was something I was going to say. Yeah, so you guys, Halloween is immediately upon us. Are there any Halloween films that you guys watch that are like a staple thing? Like, you can't do a Halloween season without it. So, like, for myself, I always try to watch at least one of the first 4 Halloween movies. So either the 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ideally 3, I think Halloween 3 is my favourite. WNUF Halloween Special is another one. Ever since it came out, every year without fail, I always try to watch it at least once during this time of year. It's just really solid for me.
Hogan says Showgirls.
Perfect.
Now that's his answer to everything, and I love that. That's so awesome.
Do you watch the theatrical cut or the extended buttery cut?
Ooh, that's a very good question.
Well, would you check out the riffing skills on this guy?
Nice job, anal butter.
Yeah. Oh, and Kurt, are you back in? Were you able to get back in at all, or are you still out? Well, I guess
Round 4.
What do you think I am?
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
For me, I gotta say, and it's probably a little silly, but The only time of year that I watch Arsenic and Old Lace is Halloween night when I'm handing out candy. I don't know what that says, but
Oh, nice. No, it's a good one. A good choice. It's got a very nice dark comedy running through it.
oh, very much.
I think that's a pretty solid choice, in fairness. The classics are the classics for a reason.
Oh, absolutely. Also like
Kurt says...
Go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, I'm just gonna say it's also like Halloween 3, The Thing. Yeah, it really depends on the year, but like I kind of cycle through. But yeah, those are kind of the big ones.
Yeah. Nice. It's good to get the big hitters out of the way, you know. It's almost like a nice harken back to the days where they would just like play public domain movies pretty much all day.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
We've got some good choices in the chat. We got Kurt with the Romero Living Dead trilogy, rock solid. Halloween 2 and 3, essentials for me. The Thing is getting a lot of love from Kurt and Noble. Joe says seasonal films don't exist to him anymore because of streaming, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can agree. I'm already listening to like Thanksgiving streams. That's something I have on in the background while I'm working these days. I'll just have like the sound of Macy's parade rolling. Helps me focus.
What do you think I am?
A soft stick of salted butter. Now get in my ass.
What do you think I am?
Salted butter.
What do you think I am?
Count
Noticing a
Hefty
theme
without
here.
the trash bag teeth and butter sticks.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Did we lose James as well? I don't know.
I think we might have.
Yeah, he didn't put in any kind of. Well, he just voted, so.
Oh, Joe recommends the old Universal Monster movies. You know what? Those old Universal Monster movies are rock solid. Like, they get a little shaky towards the end. I'm not a huge fan of the latter Frankenstein movies, but like they had a damn good run in the 30s through to sort of the late 40s.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Kurt says, "Oh, Dan, it's almost Christmas, which means more Red Sovine music." Oh, Christmas with Red Sovine, come to me, please. I need Christmases for kids right now. And Billy's Christmas Wish, the only song where an orphan dies in the song.
Well played, good riffer. The round is yours.
Oh, Hogan says we
Christmas
must
with
have
Red
lost a
Sovine.
few. They must have melted away and got absorbed into the mattress pad.
Oh, not again.
Oh no!
That's never going to come out.
No doubt.
The
That's what she
final
said.
round.
You get salt on it and everything.
You know, sometimes I wonder if love is worth all this. Me too.
Okay. Take a deep breath and enter your riff.
Noble says, Land of the Dead is fun, Diary not so much. You know, I've got Land of the Dead on my to-watch pile. I've been meaning to watch it now for about 10 years. I've seen clips of it over the years. I've never actually managed to get through the whole thing. So I might check that out next Halloween. It's been, like I said, it's been sat on my shelf for the best part of 10. It can wait one more.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Joe says, I really hate the Universal comic relief characters. So much do I hate them, especially the loony bin god in Dracula.
Better or worse than the I can't think of her name. She's like the one like really German character. Like she yells.
Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yeah. My favorite character in all of the Universal monster movies, outside of it's going to be in the Invisible Man franchise, but I think it's the innkeeper, the woman from the Invisible Man, the original, who like just goes absolutely nuts the second the Invisible Man turns up.
You know, sometimes I wonder if love is worth all this. Me too.
Butter stain. Must be your time of the month again.
You know, Sometimes I wonder if love is worth all this. Me too.
Don't talk to me until I can stop buttering toast with my facts.
You know, sometimes I wonder if love is worth all this. Me too.
Come on, get the butter.
I'm sensing a trend.
You know,
I should have never have
sometimes
raised
I
the
wonder
butter
if
incident.
love is worth all this. Me too.
I mean, who can afford to keep buying all this salted butter and waterproof mattress pads?
You know, sometimes I wonder if love is worth all this. Me too.
Having to wear match 8 nanogram shirts and have a gimp who hides under a comforter is too much.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
My cholesterol is going through the roof just listening to this stream. Actually, I know I've not shared it with chat, but Dan, have I ever shared with you my butter story?
You've told me the butter story. Yeah, I don't think you've ever told the chat.
Should I tell the chat?
I don't think you've ever told the chat.
I
You can
should-
tell them if you want to tell them, but that's between you and Jeebus.
I suppose I should probably tell the chat now that I've mentioned it, otherwise it will never go away. So, my very first job out of college, I started 3 weeks before, before Christmas. And,
Take your time.
They had a fancy,
quiet.
to do at this really fancy restaurant. And in the table in butter, they wrote my company's name. And we're sitting there having dinner, and this lady that I worked with, who was had a bunch of kids and was incredibly she was very frugal. She looks down and she's also very horny. Like she's a woman that would have sex on the table in front of you without any thought. And she's like, "Oh, what are we gonna do with this butter if we don't do something with it? They're going to toss it."
And the winner
in front of all
is-
these coworkers that I had for 3 weeks, I said, "Well, you could use it as lubricant."
Bow down before your
And thus a bond was made that shall never be broken.
Basically. Oh yeah, there was also this story there was that story too about my boyfriend's or my ex's mother who would sit there and eat butter like frosting. But yeah, the real butter story is this one.
The winner was Butterpoo. Butterpoo, if you have a question for the Bastarding A Ball of Truth, gotta be a yes or no one, but if you put it in the chat, we'll shake my balls for you. Whilst this was going on, I googled the Butter Butt incident to see if there was any updates on it, because it only goes up to him being stuck on the toilet with violent diarrhea. He did post an update a few hours later, and it says, "The butter is really oily. Upside, the inside of my ass feels super soft. Downside, it's impossible to get rid of the oily feeling. I'm going to have to take a shower. I keep wiping and wiping, but I still see melted butter on the paper towels." To which the top comment, the one with the most votes, just says, "Thank you for your contribution to science."
Hogan says, "I'm still blown away by people that eat sticks of butter like a candy bar." Well, the Iowa State Fair a couple of years ago, they had frozen quarter sticks of butter, and they dip them in cinnamon and sugar, and then they'd deep fry them. So you'd have this quarter stick of butter that's probably falling off of the stick. It's just God, I don't know, whatever. But oh God, Jesus.
The only thing that's worse than people who get way too into butter are people who don't like mayo.
A movie clip will play. Every clip has a round one.
I mean, there are. Well, I showed you that one.
This is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
Time to bring the funny.
It was disgusting.
Now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here comes the mayo war.
Deep fried butter up the butt. Yes. I don't know if that would
Oh, no. I don't know if you maybe put batter on it so it's a battered butter up the butt. Then it might hold its consistency a bit more. Battered butter butt. A battered butter butt. Buttered butty butt.
Don't
Battered
think too
butt.
hard about it. Just let it go. Let it go.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Joe says, I remember this kid in elementary school who would just eat the cafeteria's butter pads raw. To this day, I can still see the oily sheen on his front teeth.
That being said, though, if you whip it with some sugar, you get a delicious buttercream frosting.
So this is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
Rimmer and listers sextape. O listi. O rinsi.
So this is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
What kind of telescope is he looking through?
So this is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
But not a stick of melted butter in sight.
So this is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
Oh fuck, it's Tim Allen. And he has a gun.
So this is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
A tourist trap? Look somewhere else, Santa.
So this is what Santa Claus is looking at through his fantastic telescope.
Straight up your ass, so make sure you're properly buttered. And no, you can't substitute mayo. What are you, a psychopath?
Occasionally.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Okay, so you take some mayo, you squeeze it into a bread pan, you put that bread pan in the freezer.
No.
You then pop out a mayo brick.
Nope.
You then put the mayo brick up the bum bum.
Why?
I'm just wondering, I'm just trying to think outside the box. So, like, we've tried
the
butter.
ass.
Butter doesn't work. Trying to think outside of... Butter doesn't work. Butter causes violent stomach cramps and pain. But mayo's creamy and soft. So, like, maybe it'll, like, be better?
No, I don't think it would be. It's still a foreign substance that you shouldn't be shoving up your ass. Your ass is meant for an anal raccoon or a gerbil, and that's it.
Round 2.
It's just a shame we don't have a doctor in the chat. Is there a doctor in the chat?
Hello. Need you. Right away.
I mean, we're not paying any private medical care, but...
That's a fancy shirt.
It's that
Looks like
time
it's made of
again.
mayo.
Enter your riff now.
Oh, Frankenstein is on TCM right now. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice.
I mean, our chat
Hey,
is-
everybody, stop watching this stream. Let's go watch Frankenstein together.
this chat is much cooler than Frankenstein, but Frankenstein is pretty close. All right, everybody. So,
I love the fact that you drew the line at butter.
Yes, I did.
It was like, okay, butter's fine. Going up the bum bum with butter is fine. The second you get mayonnaise involved, dirty, doesn't work. Get in bin.
Yes, I don't see the issue.
Everybody right wing Tim Allen's got a gun.
Oh no! Ah! You guys spread your cuisine all over the world during your Empire days. We know enough to not trust your food suggestions. Oh.
James says, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Mayo Up the Arse."
Oh, hey, Noble says, have there been any Doctor Who Halloween specials or themed episodes?
So there have been episodes that are well watched at Halloween, so things like Blink or The Demons, but I wouldn't say they were Halloween ones. One second.
You've just had to clean Pingus balls.
Hello. Need you. Right away. You have to be kidding.
I shoved some mayo up my ass last night and it's still coming out.
Curdling.
Mmm, eggy goodness.
You have to be kidding.
Bring a stick of salted butter. We can fit an anal raccoon and gerbil up there together with butter up the bum bum.
What's this stream turned into?
Right away. You have to be kidding.
No, the
This
showgirls
is supposed to be
all
a
have the
fun
salted
Halloween
butter
stream,
runs.
Trev.
The stage is as slippery as your mom at a donkey show.
Hello. Need you. Right away. You have to be kidding.
Look, I have this song idea about how we are family and we need to finish it.
That's good.
Hello. Need you. Right away. You have to be kidding.
No one wants to have sex with your client because they all scared that he would stick a butter up their butt. I told them that he only does that today.
Okay, we all had a good laugh.
You want to know the scary thing? The scary thing is we've been doing this long enough that I think you can actually go back and watch last year's Halloween stream, and I don't think it's that different from this year's.
No, it's absolutely no different. Like the subject matter is slightly different, but yeah, it's same essential group. Brody is going as a stick of Halloween butter for Halloween. Oh God.
Partner costume.
Oh, yeah. You know
Go as a stick of butter and a giant ass, and people will be like, why is this a couple's costume?" And you're going, "Oh,
no. Round 3.
no, you cheeky boy, not yet."
Down in the mouth. Some of us have been reduced to tears.
Oh God, no! What the hell?
Are you the next
Oof.
top riffer?
Yeah, a little
Enter
bit.
That's
your
concerning.
A little bit, yeah.
I don't want your
everybody,
sweaty grapes.
So, random subject change. I am sending a Halloween care package over to Dan. What American candy should I pop in there for him? And don't say Malort or butter.
Buttered Malort.
Actually, there is pumpkin spice
Ooh.
in Malort.
Okay, so here's one for you, because you're actually quite close to Malort country, so you could probably actually do this, Trev. Buttercream frosting, but Malort infused.
Ooh.
Like you know how you can do like buttercream that's rum flavored,
Yeah.
but like with Malort instead.
Yeah. I don't see why not. You could certainly try it. Oh, Classics is popping in to say hello. I got a bit drunk and felt overwhelmed and a bit sick, but I managed to get a taxi back to my flat. Oh, I'm glad you're doing okay, man. If you're feeling sick, I'm not sure that
We're
this is the
down in the
greatest place to
mouth.
be.
Some
No,
of
the
us have
stream's
been
gone to
reduced
strange
to
places.
tears.
We cry because we wish we were going down the mouth. Unfortunately, we're all going up the ass.
We're down in the mouth. Some of us have been reduced to tears.
Holy shit, did I just take the brown acid?
We're down in the mouth. Some of us have been reduced to tears.
Because some of us are hard to swallow.
We're down in the mouth. Some of us have been reduced to tears.
I can feel my balls dissolving in the stomach acid.
Oh shit.
Help.
That's not good.
We're down in the mouth.
No.
Some of us have been reduced to tears.
These all can't be about salted butter, can it?
We're down in the mouth. Some of us have been reduced to tears.
Triv made us into a sandwich, and she forgot the butter and mayo. She forgot the butter.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
I use other condiments. I don't ever do like dry, nasty sandwiches. I promise.
You heard it here first, guys. Trev always uses protective substances when messing around.
You bastard.
Cover your condiments.
Also, popping back up a little bit, Joe, yeah, I have Rolos on the list to send over to him. Nerds would be interesting. Do you guys have nerds over there, Dan?
Yeah, we do have nerds. They're really good. I quite like them. Joe says as well, if he had Dan's address, he'd send him a bag just to get his thoughts. Funny you should mention that. Me and Triv actually had a talk not too long ago about possibly opening a P.O. box in the new year. It's a little bit ongoing, but that might actually be something that you could do, hopefully, next year with a bit of luck.
Absolutely.
So, we'll keep you posted.
Might be a
But,
champion
yeah.
riffer in the making.
And Stefano, welcome to the chat. We're happy to have you, man.
Welcome. We're discussing inserting things into your backsides and how it affects you.
Mostly Cadbury cream eggs and salted butter.
Yes, and we recently involved mayonnaise, but Triv went off the idea. So,
You guys are welcome to it. I'm just not going to take
2
part.
days tied up like this. She needs to be freed.
You've seen the clip? Now enter your riff.
I love how casual you were like, hey, you guys can do whatever you like. I just don't want to mess around. I don't mess with no mayo. Your girl don't fuck with no mayo here.
Absolutely. I don't fuck with it in any way, shape, or form. Nothing edible goes up my ass.
Me, by contrast. Yeah.
Let me guess. For you, I think that probably powdered sugar and light mayo goes up your ass.
I call it a cake bomb.
Why not?
Barely a dry eye in the house.
Absolutely. Well, it'd be weird if there was.
Like Mr. Kearns, me bad, need money now, me
Tied
sick.
up like this. She needs to be freed.
He never had such an easy victory.
2 days tied up like this. She needs to be freed.
I also fell from the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down.
2 days tied up like this. She needs to be freed.
The salted butter has stopped pouring out of her ass. We can set her free now.
2 days tied up like this. She needs to
You
be
probably
freed.
look like that.
SSSC stop SSS shoving a mayo up my ass.
2 days tied up like this. She needs to
That
be
one's
freed.
my favourite.
Freed to do what? Bring a stick of butter?
2 days tied up like this. She needs to be freed.
Suck my salted butter, you fucking bitch.
Oh my god.
Here we go
Well,
again.
There you go.
Time to vote.
Oof. So my new novel coming out in January, Felching Butter and You.
Hogan says barely a dry arse in the house.
Remember, guys, dab, don't wipe.
That is a good point. Use the extra thick.
And if in,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if in doubt, club soda and salt.
Ooh, chocolate salty balls.
Mmm. Don't mind if I do.
Woohoo.
Go, move, move, move.
So you've made a list of all of these candy recommendations.
Oh yeah. I have I
We
think
got the Rolos, the chocolate salty balls, some cake farts.
I have a couple in mind I'm going to send your way that, just by name alone, I think they'd be fun ones. So.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's fantastical.
Okay, riffers, it's the final round.
Still one of the greatest shots in cinema history.
Oh, yes.
I've fallen and I
It's
can't
that
get
time
up.
again. Enter your riff now.
Alright, so for folks in chat, are there any Halloween movies, be they classic, be they not classic, that you just cannot stand? That shows every year on TV, or you see it and it makes you go, oh god, not this shit again, for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, I think my dislike of the Scream franchise is pretty well documented at this point, but I said Showgirls.
That's his
But man, the
answer
butter scene was perfect.
That's his answer to pretty much anything movie involved. Like, you could ask him what's his favorite Western, and the answer would be probably Showgirls.
Amazing.
Yes.
I mean, it is the all-encompassing movie. Kurt doesn't like Hocus Pocus.
What gave you that idea?
I don't know, maybe the fact he just said I fucking hate Hocus Pocus.
He's just laying it on.
I get you. There's that Midwestern hospitality again.
Dramatic salted butter fart sounds.
Oh no!
As long as there's a free buffet, you can't keep Tor Johnson in the ground.
That is true.
Why is this machine taking forever to bring me up from the grave? Oh shit, I think I am stuck.
It's like putting a poo in the hole.
I've fallen. I can't get out and my anus is bleeding.
Oh no! Get that man a tampon!
Not again. Get that man a frozen brick of mayonnaise.
butter.
Oh my god, that's awesome. That'd be good on a shirt.
Renfield, you little shit.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Oh man. Yes, it is the sting from
Oh,
Kitchen
Noble
Nightmares.
says Rocky Horror.
Oh, it's all good, man. There's a lot of
Yeah,
cowgirl
man.
action showgirls.
I'm kind of on the fence these days about Rocky Horror. I'm much more of a shock treatment kind of guy. But
Fair. Very fair. Yeah, the new Halloween.
no, Jen says the new Halloweens.
Yeah.
And I like 2018. Halloween 2018 I enjoy. And Ends wasn't bad. I only didn't like Kills because I thought it was so heavy-handed.
Now would be a good time to vote.
Oh, Kurt is a Phantom of the Paradise guy. Nice.
Nice.
Never found out what happened to the lamb sauce.
You're doing
They're
great.
closing the restaurant down. Food is rotten. It's great.
You know, I'm probably in the
I
minority.
binge watched.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I binge watched that show like over like a month period this year. It's so much fun. Every episode exactly the same. And there's a website actually that charts which of the restaurants are still open or not, and it's like 95% of them are shut.
Oh, I'm not surprised. Anal butter, nicely done. That's awesome.
Decent,
Yeah.
smooth, and
Thanks
well
to
spread,
everyone.
like all good butter should be.
Give each other
I would
a-
imagine with Kitchen Nightmares, it's one of those things where you could like track the minute when the whole like when one thing happens, like when he goes into the kitchen, when he has the first meal, when he spits out whatever food. Personally, I'm more of a Hell's Kitchen person. Like I just prefer the cooks getting their asses handed to them.
I imagine being the editor on Kitchen Nightmares must be the most soul-destroying thing you can ever do, because every single episode is exactly the same. There is no flexibility on how to make things interesting.
Not even remotely.
Oh, Joe says his wife's diabetes beeper has said he's got to go cram some sugar into her so they can avoid an ambulance trip. Good luck with that, man. I hope it goes well.
Yeah, we'll see you on the flip side. Let's see here. I guess we can start a new game. Honestly, and back to the
What's better than
it's not so
riffing?
much like
More
not liking it, but
riffing.
it's just I don't know. Like after the first one, I'm just kind of like eh. But Friday the 13th as a series has never really been a thing that I really enjoyed, and I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me, and I don't know what that says.
I get where you're coming from. I've this Halloween I've actually gone through all of them so I could put them on my letterboxd. And I can see where you're coming from with it. For me, I think the best ones are the ones where they keep the format the same, but like introduce some strange element, like having him fight Carrie, or setting it in space. They're the ones where things kind of go a little bit strange.
Round one.
See, I actually liked, and I think we're on agreement on this. So I'll wait here.
Every year, when the first snow falls, the kids on our block build a snowman.
It's go time,
Jason
Mama
Goes
Jama.
to Hell
Into
and
your riff
and Jason X are probably my favorites, just because they're so damn different.
You like Jason Goes to Hell?
Yeah. No, wait. What's the one where it's like he's like a virus? Isn't that Jason Goes to Hell?
That's Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah. I really like that one.
Trev, I thought we were friends.
What's wrong with that?
Why would you do this to me?
Well, you suck then.
1 second. One minute.
Let me guess.
It's. I did.
How can you not like that one?
I've watched it like 3 times now. The first time I watched it, I threw the DVD straight into the bin.
Let's make out
like
one
literally
scene for him.
one fluid motion out of the player into the bin. The last two times I've watched it, I've kind of, when the credits have rolled, I've gone, oh, thank God for that. It's just, it's
balls
so
made out of frozen
slow
mayo.
and dull
Delicious.
and not a Friday the 13th movie in any way, shape, or form.
Every year, when the first snow falls, the kids on our block build a snowman.
Why are we running away
See,
from a kid
ladies
with
and
a
gentlemen,
broom?
this is what
This
happens
doesn't
when
make
you
any
vote a
sense.
mayo hater into office.
Every year,
Would
when
you
the
let
first
the
snow
people play?
falls, the kids on our block build a snowman.
Where's the shotgun?
Every year, when the first snow falls, the kids on our block build a snowman.
And shove a stick of salted butter up its ass.
It's a good way to keep it cold.
Every year, when the first snow falls, the kids on our block build a snowman.
Just look at these children slapping balls just like their fathers taught them.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Oh, that's awesome.
See, my biggest confession is I don't like the original Friday the 13th, which I know is like sacrilege to some people, but like, I can't get into it. It's, once you know who the killer is, and once you know that the film purposely misleads you by having a guy play the killer in sort of shadowed shots, so there's no way you could actually guess who the real killer is, I just really go off it.
Doing great there. Don't get cocky.
But like part 2 onwards, I'm on board. It just gets weirder and weirder. The part one where he goes to New York and like punches a guy's head clean off his shoulders, literally.
Round 2.
Hold on. Hold on.
Sorry.
You like Jason
Time
Takes
to bring
Manhattan.
the funny. Enter your riff.
I
now.
love Jason Takes Manhattan.
It doesn't even take place in Manhattan, for God's sake.
They don't get to Manhattan until an hour and 4 minutes in. The film's an hour and 40 minutes long. 1 minute. And what's not to like about Jason Takes Manhattan? There's a bit where he kicks a punk's boombox clean off the street, and then when he turns round to the punks who pull knives on him, he lifts his hockey mask and they all run off. There's a bit where a woman gets like heroin injected into her, and then
Sorry.
Jason dips them headfirst into a vat of nuclear waste, turning them into the Toxic Avenger.
Sorry.
Sorry? You punched my car and now you hurt my feelings. Sorry is like saying you're sorry to Triv for your cats eating her.
I appreciate that.
Sorry.
That was a good callback.
Has that hand been up your butter ass, you bitch?
Sorry.
Oh, I have a feeling you will be VARY sorry after I am done filming.
Sorry.
Well, there's butter dripping out of my ass. How are we gonna fix this?
Sorry.
Jason Takes Manhattan? More like Jason Takes Your Mom.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Oh my god.
No, I have a stuff.
Okay, but here's the thing. The movie is called Jason Takes Manhattan. They spend like 10 minutes in Manhattan. The rest of the movie is utter shit.
I don't know. I kind of like the dance hall kill. I kind of like the bit where Jason at the very beginning gets electrified and climbs onto the boat in a funny way. The soundtrack's fantastic. Yeah,
But every kill that you
it's a great
mentioned-
miss though. But
Every kill that you mentioned outside of the dance hall one essentially takes place when they get to Manhattan.
Well, look at
Everything
you.
cool
I
that
bet you
happens
had a good breakfast.
happens in Manhattan.
oh, you do get all of those really trippy sequences of like Kid Jason up against the portholes, like swimming, or like little ghosty Jason.
Someday,
Why
when my
not?
training period is over, I'll have my own uniform and badge too.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
I normally don't pull the whole like horror fan thing on you, But on that movie, I am pulling the whole horror movie fan thing on you.
I enjoy Jason Takes Manhattan. I think that it's a very entertaining film. It's a bit slow in places, I grant you, but it's fun. It's entertaining. At least it's not trying to kind of shy away from the history of its own sort of creation, like Jason Goes to Hell does.
And badge, too.
Now if you'll excuse me, I have to go shove a stick of butter up my hamster's ass.
Wow, that's interesting.
Someday, when my training period is over, I'll have my own uniform. And badge, too.
Sadly, to complete the training, I need to find the lamb sauce.
Someday, when my training period is over, I'll have my own uniform. And badge, too.
You have a nice butt, too. But you can use some hair plugs.
Someday, when my training period is over, I'll have my own uniform. And badge, too.
An anal raccoon complete with a stick of salted butter and a half-eaten gerbil.
Someday, when my training period is over, I'll have my own uniform. And badge, too.
And a cane of my own to probe the boys with.
Someday, when my training period is over, I'll have my own uniform. And badge, too.
I'm ready for a full-blown menstrual cycle. Bring on the cramps.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
Interesting. Joe says, by the way, Dan, I was listening to your Ed Wood outtakes earlier and must argue with you about Neil Breen. He absolutely still takes his work seriously. That's why he's still awesomely funny. You know what? I do agree with you to a point. I probably didn't quite explain myself as well as I could in that little extract that I put out today. I think that Breen does take himself seriously to a point, but he's got to be aware that his films aren't being played to rapturous applause because people are watching it going, this is like Coppola, this is Scorsese. There's got to be some degree of self-awareness that his films are, because like I know there are stories about him blocking midnight screenings of the film alongside things like The Room, or like turning up with a specific footer for how the film needs to be screened and what times of the day it can be screened and how many people can come in to watch the film at a time. If he does a Q&A, he filters the questions specifically. But I feel like that's almost part of his character. I can't sincerely believe that he genuinely is sitting there thinking, I am a professional auteur.
Okay, take a deep breath and enter your riff.
Yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan is great. He punches a guy's head off his shoulders. Like straight away, just one bap straight off.
Joe does make a good point there.
One second. I disagree. I live in a country that thinks Trump is anointed by God. I think it's extremely likely that he's deluded. Touché.
Oh, and about that, Hogan says, talk about movies that aren't where they should be. Fargo takes place in Moorhead.
Halloween H20, I think that takes place in LA briefly, doesn't it? Like, I think Michael moves from Haddonfield because Jamie Lee Curtis's character moves.
Keep my eyes shut.
Showgirls.
What do you want me to do? Smile, keep my eyes shut.
Well, you can put butter, mayo, and maybe that cat that ate Triv up your ass. That would make me happy at least.
Well, I'm glad
What do you want me to
something
do?
eating me could make me
Smile, keep my eyes shut.
Probably
Everything's
do
going
some
up the
slow
bum bum
breathing.
tonight.
You do love her, don't you? What do you want me to do? Smile, keep my eyes shut.
Yes, Then he'll take a picture of you in the nude with the Craig charcuterie.
What do you want me to do? Smile, keep my eyes shut.
That is the best way to get a full pound of butter up your bum. We call it the slap yo mama.
What do you want me to do? Smile, keep my eyes shut.
You better keep your mouth shut or I will put the stick of butter in your mouth. And feed you to a hamster.
Got your favorite? Vote now.
Joe says it was also weird hearing a city an hour away from me mentioned in your upload. I have to say it was like when I found a really popular YouTuber an hour away from me.
Oh, blimey. Small world.
Yeah, very much so. That's cool.
Yeah. It's the strangest thing. As soon as I started uploading, Midwesterners suddenly started flocking to me. I can't explain exactly why. I think it's because I smell a little bit like frosting, but my English charm and wit sort of confounds them and brings them closer like moths to a flame.
Hold on.
You're almost out of time!
Hello.
You have to
Oh,
admit that-
I'm terribly sorry. Oh, crikey, I'm terribly sorry. Have I said anything of ill repute? I simply must withdraw my comments. Terribly sorry about this, and it shan't happen again, of course.
Joe says it best. We're not all fat, Dan. We're also very drunk.
Hey, just make sure you drink all your beer while you're down here.
It brings us like Midwesterners to a hot dish.
Okay, Riffers. It's the
I
final
love
round.
me a good hot dish, eh? Oh, yeah.
I need to have a good potluck at some point. It hasn't happened yet.
Hello?
It's that time again. Enter your riff now.
I would say that you hang around quite a lot of us too, Dan, so you must enjoy our accent as well.
Hey, you guys are the easiest going, nicest, kindest people that I could ever have the misfortune to fall in with. If it wasn't for the fact that you all hate mayonnaise and seem to be obsessed with this hot dish thing, whatever it is, you guys would be alright. So...
Hello?
2 steaks? Butter? A willing assistant? No, sorry, I think you have the wrong room.
Oh man, that's a great callback. I love that. That's fantastic.
Hello?
Have you checked the children?
This is Trudy.
2 people, 1 phone.
Hello?
Oh gosh. We need that their hot dish, ya know.
Hello?
Is your butter running?
This is Trudy.
You better catch it. Remember to dap.
Hello?
So you want me to bring a stick of butter, a cat, and a hamster to your cult party? Got it.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Hello?
Piutia.
Okay, we all had a good laugh. Now time to vote.
Now, I should mention that you're all genuinely lovely people, and I sincerely mean that. I wish you all have a fabulous Halloween, and may your days be merry and bright. Went to school with David Niven, you know, is a jolly nice man. Tiny moustache, size of a small house mouse.
Oh sure, eh, don't you know, I think you're got a couple of fibs up that ass of yours, man, with the butter and the mayo and whatnot. No hot dish for
Oh,
you.
you Americans. You're always so delightful, so kind and charming and witty. It's so beautiful to be in the company of
Take
such
your time.
Oh yeah.
marvelous people, quite frankly.
I'm gonna send my friend Hogan after you because, you know, he's got the cats and they're gonna eat you alive, my friend. Along with a good beer.
I made Hogan laugh. He said,
look at this
quoted me as the misfortune to fall in with.
Noel Coward, did I get that right?
No coward? Oh yes, you absolutely did. I focused my standard English voice on David Niven and Peter Sellers, Noel Coward, and a little bit of Quentin Crisp in there for the mix. Oh, jolly good. It appears I've won again. Oh, you beautiful people. How you respect me and don't constantly drive me to talk about anal-related tomfoolery. It's such a wonderful thing to be with such lovely people.
Hey, Hogan says this thing is rigged. You got something to say there, mister?
Rigged? Oh, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but the English are always true and straight. They never once would mislead the public or seize the means of production.
Then? I saw him in concert, and she was one heck of a person. I'll tell you what. How did I rig it, Jen? Please tell me. I was sitting back here having a beer.
Now you see, I simply won you all over with my charm and charisma. Sorry about that. That sometimes happens when I think about my war wound.
All right, do we want to do one more round?
Yeah, we'll do one more. Trev, if you want to jump in, because I just jumped in the last one. I don't want to, upset you guys anymore with my various butter-related shenanigans. I've done enough damage tonight.
See, Trev, you're obviously the fun Midwest with the Fargo stuff. I'm in a not-so-fun Midwest with the Deliverance stuff. You're not wrong. I'm quite proud of the area that I'm from. I got the good beers and the sausages and all that kind of stuff. We really enjoy the hot dish.
The thing that makes me laugh the most about Midwesterners, and I'm sure you guys will all have a little chuckle to yourself, is when I'm talking to Triv and she'll casually say, "Oh, I'm just going for a little drive out this weekend, gonna go see the folks." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And she's like, "How long are you gonna be on the road for?" And she's like, "Oh, like 14 hours." And I just you can't drive 14 hours in the UK. If you drove 14 hours in the UK, you'd be in the sea.
Yes. And your point is?
And you're not the only person. I've spoken to a few Midwesterners who are just dead casual about driving 8 hours for something they like.
And what do you ask for?
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Just the casualness of it. If anybody in England said, "Oh, I'm on a 6-hour drive," they go, "Oh, Jesus, I hope you're going to be okay." You guys are just like, "It's okay. I got some snickerdoodles in the passenger seat. I'll make it work." Chris says, "Yeah, 8 hours is a casual drive." Joe says, "My mum moved 4 hours away. She's pretty much dead to me now." So the thing is, I love driving. It's kind of like my meditation type thing. I get very zen when I'm just sat on a long stretch of road and I can just put it in cruise and just take in the atmosphere. It's nice. I enjoy it.
And what do you ask for?
My own Tim Allen, so he can kick your ass.
And what do you ask for?
Anal butter.
And what do you ask for?
I asked for a cat for charismas, but I read they ate people. Can I have 2 of them?
And what do you ask for?
A Kinder Egg, but those are dangerous, so they're outlawed here. I don't want another crummy Arkansas 15.
I'm not sure if Kinder Eggs are anymore. I've seen them around.
You ask for?
A better boom mic and you let me down, Santa. Now I don't believe in anything.
And what do you ask for?
A root canal to help me with this ABSC SS in my gums.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Chris, Arkansas 15. I nearly did the meme. So there's Kansas and Arkansas, but Arkansas is spelled like Arkansas. So why is it not called Arkansas? Explain. Explain.
No, you will have your ass kicked if you call it Arkansas. And here's
Yeah.
another one for you. There's a town called on the border of Texas and Arkansas called Texarkana.
Oh, Texarkana. I've heard that in many country songs,
I'm sure
but I don't
so.
know what it's about.
Because it's in the South and they make no sense.
Now would be a good time to vote.
Let's see, back in 2013, my wife bought us tickets to the Book of Mormon in Chicago. She bought 3 tickets, 2 for us and 1 for my best friend to drive because she knew I wouldn't. See, I love
You're
driving
doing
too,
great.
especially this time of year. It's so pretty.
Oh no, agreed. You get those nice sort of fall colours, especially if you go up near the mountains where things sort of really start changing colours.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Round 2.
Now let me see the new list of routes.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
I think the most I've ever driven for the longest drive I ever did was 6 hours after a very stressful week. And we got to the end of the week and I had to do a 6-hour drive because we went as a big group of like 6 or 7 and one of them fell ill and had to go to hospital in a completely different part of the country. So I had to take their dog and my partner all the way to my partner's dad's house to drop some bits off there. Then I had to go to my friend's house to drop their dog off, and then we had to come back on ourselves, back up the country to get to my place. And I think it was a round trip of about 6 hours, and by the end of it, I never wanted to see a steering wheel again. So when you guys are just like, oh yeah, it's like 8 hours, it's fine. I'm just like, how? How is 8 hours fine? 6 hours, I was nearly dead.
Now let me see the new list of routes.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
Ok, il go, Troia.
Now let me see the new list of routes.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
This bitch is pushing my patience. Gotta stick the butter up her rear later.
She might like it.
Now let me see the
Whoa.
new list of routes.
Kinky.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
If you drive that many hours, you'll end up in the sea.
Now let me see the new list of routes.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
The frozen anal butter is going up your ass if you don't get me those roots, you bitch.
Now let me see the new list of routes.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
Calvin learned that day is that no one will respect him as long as he wears that leisure suit.
Now let me see the new list of routes.
Nobody sees that.
Don't argue with me, Calvin. Just do it.
You won't like what's on them.
Game over.
Man, this is really suspenseful.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I can tell.
Here we go again. Time to vote.
You're talking weird, so your balls must be hanging funny.
No, that's the butter talking, sorry. Joe says, at least you guys have the option of trains to take you to most places. I'm not sure if he's talking to you or me on that front. If he's talking to me, yeah, we don't have high-speed rail, though. So, like, in some cases, you'll end up paying, like, £300. That's not an exaggeration. £300 for a standard fare seat
Serious?
that takes, like, 6 hours to get... Yeah. Like, the rail system's absolutely screwed over here. There was a big initiative to try and get high-speed rail, something called HS2, and the idea was it was supposed to link the north to the south of England with really cheap rail tickets, and it would make the journey like I think it was an hour or 2 hours to get from the most northerly part to the most southerly part. It got scrapped. That is because of the Tories, Kurt.
Well played, good
Let me
Ripper.
have a
The round is yours.
So, like, for example, the last time I went to London, the average ticket price was £324. And that was just to get down there. Yeah. And Joe has a point, you know, flights in the US can be rough. But, yeah, it's a time.
Just then, something very strange happened.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter your riff.
Yeah, Kurt has a point. Basically, what happened was it was originally supposed to be a line that ran from the most northern part of England to one of the most southern parts of England. Then they downscaled it so that it stopped in the Midlands. And I was like, okay, that's fine, because I kind of live near the Midlands, so, you know, that works. And then in recent months, they turned around and went, well, we're not even going to do the Midland stretch now. It's basically just going to be a southern rail line that won't have a high-speed train on it most of the time, and the ticket prices are staying exactly the same. People were like, okay, well, that's like 30-odd billion pounds that's being saved. Where's it going? And they went, aha, we're going to invest it in local network systems, so things like buses and trains. And we went, okay, that's fair. And then literally the next day they went, yeah, we're not doing that either.
I will say though, like,
I don't know where the tax money's going, but it's not going on public transport.
no doubt there. Shit.
Just then, something very strange happened.
The butter came to life.
Oh God, no!
Just then, something very strange happened.
The Kerry came to life and started strangling Lister's bollocks.
Just then, something very strange happened.
The toys came to life and told me that they don't think I should buy some more butter.
Oh no!
Just then, something very strange happened.
His guts started gurgling, and he filled that box with melted salted butter. Then he took his Arkansas 15 from Kansas to Texarkana.
Just then, something very strange happened.
Jimmy started seeing chemtrails in his toys.
Just then, something very strange happened.
The acid kicked it.
Very special.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Kurt, wouldn't the downside of a commuter rail from Pittsburgh to Chicago being that some people would have to go to Pittsburgh?
At one point, they were actually talking about taking a rail from Iowa to Chicago, but you get these people that are like, all of the, bad people of Chicago will come to Iowa, and it's like, they're already coming here because we're a good stop-off point for gangs in Minneapolis and Chicago.
I'll make a note of that. Send the gangs to Iowa.
Right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Would some English football hooligans do all right down there?
Sure, why not? They can't be any weirder than the ones we already have.
I mean, they don't know how guns work, but I'm sure they can figure something out.
On this guy.
They just start strangling people with flags.
Yeah, just start making indistinct noises and throwing things. So that's all they can do, really. Sort of saying England a lot, and that's about as far as it goes. Imagine Gumbies, basically. Very angry Gumbies.
And here he comes now. The marrying turkey. Who else?
Oh, God.
You've seen the clip? Now enter
Best
your
basting joke here wins the game for me. I don't even care.
What is it?
Best basting joke here wins the game. I don't even care. Oh God, Gary, a city you could smell an hour away. What are the Illinois Nazis? Well, I suppose I've answered my own question there, but still. Waiting for the one smart ass in the chat to go, well done, they're Nazis from Illinois.
Actually, they're Nazis from just over the border in Indiana. And Iowa gangs, well, there's two kinds. There's the kind that are imported and there's the kind that are here. Both have pitchforks. Take your pick. Oh God, Blues Brothers is a fantastic movie. I love that one so much. Dan, have you seen that, or do I need to introduce you to that?
I've seen the Blues Brothers years ago.
Marrying turkey.
And I really need to dig it out again
All
at
of
some
Illinois
point.
Nazis
I've got the
and Iowa
DVD, I
gangs
just
like the Trojan
I need
horse.
to find the time.
Understood.
And here he comes now. The marrying turkey. Who else?
Tom Turkey had so much butter up his ass that he couldn't sit up straight.
And here he comes now. The marrying turkey.
no,
Who else?
Where's Shaggy when you need him?
Illinois Nazis is
And
is a
here
Blues
he
Brothers
comes
thing.
now. The marrying turkey. Who else?
How many sticks of butter can we shove up this turkey's ass? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. How many sticks of butter can you stick up your butt?
17.
And here he comes now. The marrying turkey. Who else?
Alright, now where's my bottle of scotch? Where the fuck is my bottle of scotch?
That's about what that
Here
over
he
the narrator
comes
kind of
now.
turns into.
The marrying turkey. Who else?
Gobble gobble, motherfucker.
That's your favorite? Vote now.
Nice.
Very cool.
So, Trevor, I think you answered this question a little bit earlier on in the stream, but what are you planning to do this Halloween? Are you just giving out trick-or-treat candy and watching Arsenic and Old Lace, or...?
Oh, so actually, it's one of those random years where it falls on the same night I do trivia. So I'm gonna hand out candy and then go kick some ass at trivia.
Nice. Well, I hope you do really well on that.
Aw, thanks. Appreciate it.
I got your corner. I got your back on this one.
Aw,
we're all
except to not
waiting.
suck at it, so we'll see how that goes.
And chat, what are you doing this Halloween? Anything good? Anything good? Gonna give out some trick-or-treat candy?
Yay!
Gonna watch a few movies, maybe?
Yay!
Gonna have a good old night? Some shindigs?
Doing great there.
Get up some shindigs?
Get cocky.
Oh, there you go. I think I'll break out my cult classic Life Force. Stefano says.
Oh, damn. A surprisingly horny
Okay,
movie.
riffers.
Pretty good film, very well made, but
Hogan
still.
is shoving Cadbury eggs up his ass.
Inside the filtration plant, chemicals are
7,
added to the water to get rid of
8,
harmful germs.
9, 8, 7,
Take a deep
6,
breath.
They keep melting.
7,
Enter your riff.
8. Jen's staying home. Hey, that's cool as well. You know what? The best ones can usually be done from your house. Joe says he's visiting his wife occasionally on the porch as she sits out there with a candy bucket and silently curses all the kids who come because it's less candy for me later. That's tough times, man. Always buy one bag more than you need.
I mean,
Never
I'm more
be
than
sorry
happy
for
to
it.
send you my leftover candy, Joe, if you need it. Also, a little bit further up,
Come here.
Hogan says, 17 Trip says, without even thinking about it, sounds like you have some experience with this. I'm not going to go too far into it, but maybe.
That's reserved for Trivial Theatre After Dark.
Cheeky bastard. I mean, it's always dark at
That's a
Trivial Theater.
That's a premium service right there.
Inside the filtration plant, chemicals are added to the water to get rid of harmful germs.
Someone who is whole butter up their ass swam in it. Ingen side rate fuck.
Inside the filtration
Oh, there's
plant,
a silver
chemicals are
shamrock
added to the
telephone?
water to get rid of harmful germs.
This is where we shove the salted butter to chase away the anal raccoons and gerbils.
Inside the filtration plant, chemicals are added to the water to get rid of harmful germs.
Harmful germs like communism and mayo.
Inside the filtration plant, chemicals are added to the water to get rid of harmful germs.
Just look at Harry S. Truman use this machine.
Inside the filtration plant,
Oh, the
chemicals are added to the water to get rid of harmful germs.
So that's where the Black Death came from. You sound so worse.
Inside the filtration plant, chemicals are added to the water to get rid of harmful germs.
We also been thinking about the butters we product. It doesn't look great. The rise of stock has called a shortage by Triv.
Damn it, I'm sorry.
Okay, we all had a good
Oof.
laugh. Now time to vote.
Kurt says he's going to be watching movies and handing out candy. At some point this week he's going to watch Dawn of the Dead. Oh. Such a fun film to watch in a theatre, man. I wish you the best of luck with it. It's a classic. Oh yeah, James obviously mentioned the Silver Shamrock Telethon. I think that might have been a joke. I think that because of obviously the telethon that happens in Halloween 3.
Right. Sorry. I wasn't sure if it was some kind of a additional telecast thing or what. But...
Hey, if it is, let me know. I'll turn up. I got the masks behind me. I'll put one on and sit there and enjoy it. I don't care if spiders come out of my nose. As long as they don't come out of my bum, I'm fine with it. That would have been a very different film, wouldn't it? Halloween 3, the night snakes came out your bum.
Hey, good job, James.
Nicely handled.
Good way to end the night, I'd say.
And we have a winner. Let's give him a hand.
A fantastic one.
Absolutely.
And obviously you get a yes or no question on the 8-ball bastard in truth, so ask away if you have a question, my friend.
So, real quick, do we want to do one more round or one more game, or is that good for everybody? It's kind of up to you all, whether you want to do another game or if that's good for the night. And also to you, Dan, do you want to go one more game, or are you good to end it here?
You know, I have time for one more if you've got the time for one more.
I don't have anything going tonight. Kind of a lame ass myself, so. Oh, that's a good question. Would you rather have snakes up your ass or be forced to listen to Happy Halloween jingle on repeat?
May I own that as a single on vinyl and I play it on repeat for fun. So I'm going with the Happy Halloween jingle.
More riffing.
All right, ladies and gents, go ahead and jump on in there. I'll sit this one out, Dan, if you want to go.
Yeah, sure. Stefano puts it best, an encore.
Yes, absolutely. Woohoo!
Hello, aspiring riffers. In round
Thank
one.
you for doing that. Appreciate it.
Billy,
Hmm.
to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
It's go time, Mama Jama. Enter your riff now.
God, I can't imagine what's going to be coming with this. Alright, so folks in chat, and Dan as well, what would you say is maybe like the best horror movie and or the worst horror movie of the past, say, 20 years?
Showgirls.
That's not the past 20 years, I'm pretty sure.
What, the 90s were 20 years ago? That's how it works.
No, that's not how that works.
The 90s was 20 years ago. That's how it works.
No, that's not how that works.
No, 90s was
30 years
20
ago.
20 years
No.
ago. It was, it's like that scene in Saving Private Ryan. I'm aging in real time.
Billy,
The club.
to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do.
Go and get the butter and the priest with the anointed butter up his holiest of holies.
Billy, to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do.
Now sit on Santa's lap. I know he killed your parents, but this will help you move on.
Garbage day.
Billy, to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do.
Okay, sister. I'll take my butter and stick it up another sister's ass. But last time she told me to do the same onto you. It was in the Bible.
Billy, to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do.
But I already have the salted butter up my ass. The priest uses it as lube.
Billy, to please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do.
Like watch that Rugrats porn spoof.
Oh yeah, that's not
To
good.
please our Lord, we all have to do things sometimes that we don't like
Oh.
to do.
Assumete position, you insolent woman.
Here we go again.
Okay, so it says here, the best one...
James says, I always feel sorry for the parents who had to clean up the mess at the end of Halloween 3.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I'll get a mop.
Joe says the best movie of the past 20 years was The Thing from 1982, and the worst is The Thing from 2011.
I'd go with that. I'd go with that.
Good.
It depends, though. Are you talking like the best horror film from a technical aspect, or are you talking about like the one that I'm most likely to revisit year on year?
I'd say
Because I enjoy
for
it.
whatever reason. one that you revisit year after year, or the best technical. Whichever one works best for you.
So I'd probably, if I was gonna do that, I'd probably go for like the WNUF Halloween special. Like I watch that thing at least twice a year, every year, and have done since it came out.
You idiot.
It's just fun. It's a goofy little movie, and it's got so many little Easter eggs hidden in
The
it.
clip?
Very
now
true.
enter your riff.
You know, I think Hogan says it best. The best movie from the last 20 years is Showgirls. The worst movie for the past 20 years is also Showgirls.
Because the 90s was 20 years ago.
It was
how it
20
works.
years
It's
ago.
90s.
Look, you know what? Stop
What?
saying that the 90s was 20 years ago, and say hello to Horror and Hellfire. Hello, Horror and Hellfire. I hope you're well.
How are you doing? You're joining us just after we've spent 2 hours talking about various places you can stick butter. That's not an exaggeration.
That's actually a good question. What kind of butter is the best for sticking up your ass? I mean, do you go parquet? Do you go like, I can't believe it's not butter?
A refined garlic butter.
Absolutely. Also, say happy birthday to Horror and Hellfire because she's celebrating her big day today.
You idiot.
Hey, many happy
Don't kick me,
returns,
I'm
man. Hope you
buttery.
have a good day.
You idiot.
You've got no sense of humor, you dizzy cow.
You idiot.
Where's the butter?
You idiot.
How could you scare me like that? You know that we are trying to hide from the director of Showgirls.
You idiot.
Don't get mad. You're the one who ordered the ninja chiropractor.
You idiot.
If librarians raped children at the same rate priests did, we'd burn down every library in the country.
Holy shit.
The riffs are in. Time to vote.
Controversial. I think all this butter talk has broken someone.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you had a good day despite having to edit a video and stuff. I hope that you had a great day and that it was fun. Okay, so we got Blur.
Personally, I would go for buttercream.
I'm not sure that counts as butter, Dan.
It's just butter and sugar whipped up. It can go in. We'll get a funnel.
No.
Make somebody do a handstand. We can fit it all in. You're not allowing buttercream?
No, I'm not allowing buttercream.
TikTok people.
Yeah, you're not allowing buttercream, but you'll allow Jason Goes to Hell. I can't make it up with you.
I'm not shoving Jason Goes to Hell up my ass.
Well, I, for one, am impressed.
That's coming to a t-shirt near you by the end of the stream.
Round 3.
Do you understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
Time to bring the funny. Enter your riff now.
Oh man, that went unexpected places. Oh god.
It's a good job we're ending this stream after this game because it's very quickly angling towards what will Triv put in her ass.
I already told you I don't put anything edible up my ass.
That's why a copy of Jason Goes to Hell was put forward.
Oh, I find Jason Goes to Hell to be very edible, so you know. Oh no, I just cracked Kurt's ceiling with my laughing. Oh shit.
You were all war.
Understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
And they're clearly English. Look at how he's beating the salted butter out of her ass.
Do you understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
Do you hear an airplane flying overhead?
Do you understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
And was this puppet show directed by Alfred Hitchcock by any chance?
Do you understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
You can tell by her buttery legs.
Do you understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
And the man needs a piece very quickly.
Do you understand French?
Not a word. I'm still having trouble with English.
The man and the woman are married.
One forgot to bring the butter, but instead she brought the stick to do the work that he didn't do. Now let's talk about Triv.
Time to place your vote, fellow riffers.
Okay, so we've got two circles here that form kind of almost like a Venn diagram. And circle 1 is edible things.
Yeah.
And circle 2 is good things.
Okay.
Or bad things, rather.
Yeah.
And the overlap is, if it's not edible, it's got to be bad. And if it's not edible, but it also isn't bad, then it's got to fit into the category of will go up your backside. So
Okay. Like
we've got to
cannolis.
find something like cannolis. Brandy snaps.
Time's almost up.
A brand new car.
Grasshopper ice cream drinks.
Mmm.
Might be a champion
Stefano says
riffer
it
in
does.
the
Lots of
making.
Nights has been in this brave stream. You're goddamn right it has been.
Like, before the stream started, we tossed a coin as to whether we were going to watch an episode of Doctor Who or Sarlo, and the coin toss landed on Doctor Who. If we'd have watched Sarlo, this stream would have probably been completely normal.
No, are you kidding?
Round 4.
And Joe says it right. Tonight?
Yeah.
There must be many more things that you can do with grasses.
Oh, God. Shove him up your ass.
Are you the next top riffer? Enter
rest
your
hat?
riff.
Stefano says Salo is a film you do not want to see, trust me. Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
Neither is Birdemic
Yeah.
2, but there's a lot of people that funded that sucker.
Now that is a double feature. What order do you run that in?
I'm not sure which one is more painful. Hey, Chad, which one is more
You-
painful, Birdemic 2 or Salo?
Do you open with Sarlo? Because that's going to be a very sad screening of Birdemic 2. Do you open with Birdemic 2? Because that's going to be a very angry Sarlo screening.
Well, Curtis called it Birdemic 2.
If he was royalty, it would be written into law by now.
Yeah, true.
There must
Oh,
be
yeah, I
many
did
more
write Solo
things
the
that you
musical.
can do with grasses.
Forgot
Smoke
about
them, cut them, eat them, cut them, fry them, cut them, burn them.
Alright. Good recipe.
Lovely.
There must be many more things that you can do with grasses.
There is many things you can do with grass, and shoving up your ass is not one of them, because it can be poison oak. Now let's talk about Triv's grass.
My grass is Kentucky bluegrass.
There must be many more things that you can do with grasses.
Comfy umpy.
Beat them up, because if you grass your ass is grass.
Ah, grassy ass.
There must be many more things that you can do with grasses.
Smoke them, snort them, shove them up your ass.
Very anal
There
night
must be
tonight.
many more
Yes,
things
it
that
is.
you can do with grasses.
Grass is for more than just smoking. For example, Timmy here is using grass to make a buttery anal raccoon costume.
There must be many more things that you can do with grasses.
Smoke the grass, kids, do it now. I'm Tommy Chong and I approve this message.
Got a favorite riff? Vote now.
Jen says, thanks, Triv, for the rare up the ass talk. Well, you know, we do what we can to keep things informative.
The truth is, we spin a wheel before every show, and tonight ass came up.
Actually, butter came up. It just turned into ass.
What would be more entertaining is to watch this stream backwards and kind of figure out how we got here.
I don't even know. Well, you talking about people shoving Cadbury eggs up their ass. And then talking
But how did
about...
we get to that point?
I don't remember.
Because, you know, I can go off on a tangent, but I don't think I come off to a tangent.
When have you ever gone off on a tangent?
Check out the high score on this one.
Well, you know, I have been known to dabble in the odd multiple corridors of conversation before now, you know, and it used to be the talk of the town down at Whitehall when my friends would gather around and ask me many a tale of my times working at various offices in the city, of course. It was a damn good time.
Okay,
It was a jolly good fun all around.
The final
Kurt
round.
says, yeah, if the stream was ever professional, you would know something was
Tom is impressed with the imaginative, creative posters displayed on the wall.
If you ever watch the stream backwards, you
Take
see
a
a lot
deep
of
breath
things coming out of ass.
And enter your riff.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad everybody seems like they had a good time tonight. That's like the thing that we aim for with any of these streams, regardless of everything else. And if you can learn something about, you know, one of us, or about butter or asses or Cadbury eggs or whatever, then our job is done.
Oh, yeah. We're laughing and we're learning. Tonight we learned many things.
Yeah.
Things such as the current record for the number of cream eggs up the bum is 9. So if you think you could fit 10 up there, you could be a record holder.
Also, make sure that you call the proper professionals to let them know that you're doing a record attempt so you get the proper credit for that very prestigious thing.
Or just send Triv a Zoom link or something. She'll verify it for you.
Tom is impressed with the imaginative, creative posters displayed on the wall.
Very sexy.
Tom is impressed with the imaginative, creative posters displayed on the wall.
Tom then realized he was late for his Creedence Clearwater Revival tryout.
Tom is impressed with the imaginative, creative posters displayed on the wall.
Even the one about the grass in the ass, and the hamsters eating a cat, and Triv's art of how she got to this topic of ass, nice art show.
Tom is impressed with the imaginative, creative posters displayed on the wall.
Oh look, it's Jeffrey Jones swimming in butter.
Oh, God.
Tom is impressed with the
Just
imaginative,
slippery,
creative
hairy
posters
man.
displayed on the wall.
The artists farted really hard and sprayed the buttery artistic goodness all over the place.
It's like farting.
Tom is impressed with the imaginative, creative posters displayed on the wall.
Tommy has also been huffing paint since 7 this morning.
Time to pick the funniest riff. Vote now.
What else did we learn tonight? We learned that Triv can be wrong about mayonnaise and Friday the 13th movies. That was fun.
We also learned that Dan can be wrong about Friday the 13th movies today. I would like to point that out.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience. We learned that public transport in both countries is a crock.
Yes.
We learned don't lie down and go to
ours.
sleep after.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Absolutely. I was going to say, we also learned don't lie down if you shove a stick of butter up your bum, because it will end up ruining your mattress.
Also, dab, don't wipe.
Dab, don't wipe. Use club soda and salt if you stain anything. Statistically, one of you in the chat is going to try that butter thing, and I just want to say good luck. Don't know if Triv's gone again, but...
And the winner is...
Hey, good job, James.
Nicely handled, sir.
Remember, there are no losers
A
here.
buttery smooth victory if ever there was one.
Yes, it's a grassy ass right there.
Mmm. Hogan. I've already done the butter thing. Seems like the only way to get all those cream eggs out of there.
Oh, man. Well, ladies and gents, that probably does it for this evening's buttery smooth state of affairs. We're grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging with us, and not shoving butter up your ass while you're in the process of things and stuff.
Now, Triv, we don't know that for sure. I also need to say James has asked a question for the Bastarding 8 Ball of Truth, and he's asking whether it's feckin' cold or bugger off soon.
Oh,
so here we go. Oh, my buttery balls. Why is the ball slippy now? Oh, my balls. And the ball says, no doubt about it. James, your cold shall leave you like a mighty swallow heading south for the winter.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
The ball has spoken.
So, that in mind, Dan, do you have anything that you want to put out there into the atmosphere, butter or not butter related?
Well, thank you so much, Trev, for having me on once again. Absolutely. And dragging the standards and quality of the stream down with every word that left my mouth across the 3-hour runtime. You can find me over on YouTube, TYTD Reviews. I'm also on Twitter under that name, and soon to probably be Blue Sky once things get nuked. Put a new video out today. It's a very brief extract from an audio release we released in the summer called The Wild World of Ed Wood. Basically, me, Triv, and Kurt, we all got together to talk about the 1993 Ed Wood movie by Tim Burton. But we had like a 20-minute sort of offshoot where we started randomly chatting about cult cinema and bad movie influences and things like that, and it didn't really fit into the paid release, so I kind of segregated it out and I've released it as like a 20-minute little podcast thing. Currently working on some new reviews, hoping to get those out in the new year, but we've got like an actual update video that we're going to put out in about a month or so, so keep an ear out for that, and there's going to be some very exciting developments on the channel, hopefully. I'm hoping to get back into the swing of things sooner rather than later, and if Triv will speak to me again after this stream, we may see you again next month for more butter-related shenanigans. Absolutely. No doubt.
Absolutely. And you can check me out. I am trying to do a better job of updating more than once a month, putting out a video more than once a month. I just did Vi, which is a Russian folktale movie that was really freaking fun. Last week, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 90s 2 weeks ago, and I am hoping to get out Hard Rock Zombies on Halloween. We'll see if that actually happens or not. If not, it will be right around there. Yeah, so I'm hoping to finish out the year. I've got some collabs in the can that I need to work on, so hopefully going forward we'll have more kind of consistent reviews. Also, if you like, I have merch kind of over on Etsy. It's Triv's Place. I will try to get some kind of commercial thingy put together for it. Right now it's mainly mugs, but I think that Joe can attest to they're kind of fun. But yeah, definitely go check it out. And I guess that's it for tonight. Thank you all very much for joining us. To everybody in chat, you all rock the house and we love you dearly. Yeah, so have yourself a great Halloween, and we'll see you next time we do this crazy shit.
Take care and stay slippery, boys.
Absolutely. Remember, if it's yellow, it's mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Have a great Halloween, all. Take care.